on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Our very first guest in the history of Wilde and Tausch, which will be, I'm sure, a long and distinguished history.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Aaron Rodgers, give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say daily 52 weeks a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
And then what happens?
No, then Tausch kind of bows out.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It is the Thursday edition. Yeah, that's the sound of my voice. You know what that means?
Oh, the YouTubers going to be excited.
They're going to be excited about this. Oh, I got a line here. The only thing with worse quality than this show with Jason out and me as the cousin sub of the day is the air outside. Am I right?
It's a tough day air-wise, that's for certain.
Wilde and Tausch, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Live video streaming, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. Subscribe so you get notified every time we go live with all of our local shows, live sports, and more. And, of course, on the ESPN Wisconsin app. No Jason Wilde as summer sabbatical season continues on Wilde and Tausch. Day 2 of, we're going to lose count of how many days.
Or just it's normal week for you. No offense.
That is so rude. I'm off Monday, by the way. I'm Jesse Nelson. I am normally the producer of this show. Not this week, though. Owen Dimple has pretty much taken over as our full-time producer of the show this week. Owen, good morning.
Good morning. I'm glad to be back once again, third day in a row.
Yeah, you're getting used to this routine
3 days,
around
I suppose
here.
you haven't worked at all. Wowen brought good stuff in
I
Wowen
heard. I heard yesterday.
I had to critique him and say, you need to bring that blank earlier.
I listened back to the podcast. I was in a golf outing
And you
yesterday.
as a Johnny leftover guy.
Oh, I have some opinions
I
on
bet you do.
what occurred in Owen's fridge at home yesterday. If you missed Wowen at the end of yesterday's show with Tausch and Gabe.
No name, no responsibility as far as I'm concerned. If Mrs., your brother's girlfriend wants to see it,
Can't
it's all
disagree
open.
more. Can't
What?
disagree more. He's Mark Tauscher, the Packers Hall of Famer. We're all in the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison. Thanks for coming in, braving the weather today. Appreciate you.
What?
It's smoggy out there. I got these wildfire smoke.
Yeah.
And
I don't understand
courageous
how
of you to get in here. Thank you.
So it's up in Canada, and you kind of think, all right, it's in Canada. I know we're semi-close to Canada. Is there no way to funnel this? Like, we cloud seed. There's all these other ways now that we're maneuvering and manipulating weather. Can we not, figure this out?
What do you want them in lacrosse to bring out like a giant fan
I
and
don't
push
know
it all
what.
to the UP?
I'm not
what do you-
sure. Again, I've told you this is not my area of expertise. We went daylight savings time trying to figure out the sun and how everything moves around and everything else. It does feel like we're getting this every year now. And there's got to be, I know we obviously need to figure out how to stop forest fires and stop all this. That's way outside of my pay grade. But when it happens, I feel like there's got to be some ways to slow the flow down and get it moving in a certain direction.
I guess we could put like giant vacuums in space, and then when there's fire and smoke, suck it
We'll
all
see
up.
what Elon can do. We'll see what Elon
Get your
can
guy
do.
on that. Yeah. 844-770-3776. That's the number to get into the show. The Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. This is more. I hope you guys survived yesterday without me. It sounded like it was a perfectly fine show. Might have been a better show than normal.
It could not have been a more professional show.
It was very well done.
Gabe, as we see, he does Buck stuff. He's on ESPN National all the time. Just a pro's pro. And then Owen just does what he does. He doesn't talk a lot. It's a complete. It's like Bizarro World for me.
I've noticed the YouTube commenters love that.
Because
about
I
him.
notice, like you, and we love you. You jabber a lot. And it's kind of like we got to prod him a little bit to get him to speak up. Which is that fair, Owen?
I'm just gonna let you cook, Tausch.
Cook it up.
I'm letting you in the fast lane.
Yeah, give him 8 years, then he'll start chiming
Something
in a
like
little
that,
bit more. I was described yesterday as a sneaky good golfer. Is that a compliment or an insult?
Definitely a compliment.
Oh, okay.
What? I mean, if they said you stink,
Well, because it implies that you would look at me and assume I'm a bad golfer.
why do you think that is?
Well, I don't think I look like a traditional
What does that
golfer. Well, there's like Tiger Woods and
John Daly doesn't look like.
Yeah, but that's why John Daly is John Daly.
No, John Daly is because he's ripping heaters, sucking down 150 Diet Cokes. Like, that's nothing to do. I don't think.
But
that's,
he's also a larger, heavy-set
Ian
fellow
Woosnam was
trotting
heavier
around on the
set.
course.
No, I mean I would disagree a little bit. Jack Nicklaus back when he was coming up was considered kind of a beef.
Stockier.
Yeah, he's a beefier guy.
So with Daly, do you think it's more of a personality rather than appearance?
Yes. Yes.
Well, does my personality show
You
good
tell me.
golfer
I
as
didn't
well?
tell you that
I
you're-
don't think anyone would think that I'm a good golfer,
people-
I think I'm a fine golfer.
If I'm being honest, and this is not to slight you,
Yeah.
I've dealt with this my whole athletic life. Mm-hmm. You don't look the part, and I think a lot of it is how you walk. Like I think you walk a certain way, and people will look and say, because you kind of got like a little stumble bumble to you. Like
I've got a stumble bumble to me.
I'm always worried you're going to tip over. That's what I think. Well, and part of it is because I saw that video.
That's an insult.
No, it's not. You sent me the video of you falling over coming in the studio.
Yeah,
and when
I
you
got
walk,
stuck in a snowbank 2 feet deep.
when you walk, it feels like you're leaning. You're a waist bender. Yeah, it feels like in O-line terms, that's your balance isn't great. Would you consider yourself great balance?
No.
So that's the point.
A couple of
and you walk that way. And I think people see you bumbling out to the driving range, and they probably are like, I'm not sure this cat's going to stand up. That's all. It's nothing offensive.
That sounds very offensive. I'm not sure this cat's going to be able to stand up. You think I'm going to have a tough time tipping over out on the course?
But I do think like you have a very heavy forward lean when you walk.
Only when I'm in a hurry. Becca said sometimes I go into torpedo mode where if I'm walking in a hurry, like if we're in an amusement park trying to get to a ride, I kind of lower my head.
If you ask Becca, do you have a good sense of balance? She's going to probably say no.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so I don't know why you're offended.
I just don't want it to be true.
So what? I'm assuming you must have hit some great golf shots.
I had a nice day yesterday. I've had a couple of nice rounds in a row. I had a nice day yesterday. Our squad did fine.
Yeah.
Tier 1 John was part of our ESPN Madison team. My
Never
buddy
heard
from
of Tier 1
Milwaukee.
John,
He's getting married in a
Pretty
couple
sure
of
he's
months.
not a Tier 1. He's more of a Tier 2, but whatever.
There's a story about his wedding that someday we might get into, but not today. Chad and Laney from our ESPN Madison. We were in the Madison School and Community Recreation
How's Laney?
golf outing.
Laney player?
Yeah, she had some nice putts
She's an
yesterday.
athlete. No,
Nice
I'm not worried about her tipping over. Not Chopper either. Just you.
Appreciate that.
You got it.
So I was golfing yesterday. I heard you were doing some golfing yesterday, and that
So,
leads to you saying you had our Open
I do have
today.
the Open. I had a fantastic evening. And granted, it was smoky. The weird part was I didn't feel any smoke. Max has gotten into golf a bunch. He loves playing golf. So since the 100.5 ESPN Madison team got beaten, we were I think supposed to play a championship game last night. We got beat in the semis. So we had the night. And I decided Max has been playing a lot at a course in Sun Prairie. It's a great golf course. He decided he wanted to go play somewhere else. He's been saying this for a couple weeks. So I said, all right. I have played, there's a course up in Beaver Dam, and our sister station up in Beaver Dam is fantastic. They carry us, right, for 4 or 5 years now.
1430 ESPN Beaver Dam.
1430. So you met your wife in Beaver Dam.
I love Beaver Dam.
Back in the COVID days, we'd go to the Thirsty Beaver?
The Thirsty
there
Beaver,
you go. So we go down
Maury's
there.
Bar,
We
name
play
our
a lot
dog.
we play a lot of baseball up in Beaver Dam. They have a lot of really good athletic stuff. It's a great town. So we went up and played Old Hickory last night. And I don't know if you've played Old Hickory.
I have a couple of times. Very nice course.
I played it way back in the day, and I remember it being real tight. Well, they have cleaned up some stuff, and it is, last night with the sun, and it was just a gorgeous, other than a little bit of smoke on the back nine, a beautiful night. But so I grabbed Max, and he had stuff most of the day, so we ended up getting up there, and it was going to be a scramble to get in 18. I called the pro shop. Say, hey, we're going to be out there. It was ladies' night out there, but they were very accommodating. It could not be a better, just a great group of pros. It was awesome. We get there, yep, get moving. So there are two dudes that were waiting on the tee, and they said, hey, do you mind if we play through? I said, oh, no, you're good. I don't want to. It's Max and I. We're just going to be putzing around. No, we'll play. So, okay. So it's the four of us, and it just happens to be John, the golf coach at Beaver Dam.
No,
Yeah.
you played with the golf coach
Yeah.
at Beaver Dam High School?
That is correct. Big lefty. He's a big lefty, and he's an older guy. He's pounding that pill. So we're playing. We're having a good round, and his buddy is playing with us, and we're having fun. Max is sitting, and we're all doing fine. It's again great golf course, and we get to the turn, and oh boy, the golf coach. He's got 2 kids. One works at Old Hickory. The other is a golfer. He plays a lot, and he's out there, and this is his partner's partner in 2-man best ball. They have a big match coming up. So I said, why don't you jump in? If you guys are cool, we'll play 5. That'll be great. We'll take you guys on. We'll do a 3-on-2. So we play. And this cat now, I don't know. We have a lot of great fans. A lot of great fans. I don't know if we have a better one. And it's saying something. I mean, we got Sparky. We got Jerry in the prayer. Wow. We have a lot of guys that have been. He told me he's only missed 5 shows in his life of 10 years.
What?
Yes. 5 shows is all he's missed. So immediately I'm like, this is my guy. And he is a ham. He's a jabberbox. He's super funny. And so we get done playing again, got all 18. It was great. And they're like, oh, we got the best chicken wings in town. You got to grab some chicken wings. So we go in, we get some chicken wings, and we start telling stories. And, they're asking fun questions, and it was all fun. But then as we're getting ready to leave, he starts telling me this story because he's like, oh, Matt Hasselbeck was on the other day. He was great.
He was
great down there.
Check out the full podcast.
And he said during COVID, he was listening to a different podcast, not ours. I said, shame on you. But he hears this story of someone sent a note. Like, you want Brett Favre's autograph. He sends a note to Matt Hasselbeck to get Brett Favre's autograph. Doesn't end up happening. I don't know how it all plays out. So it's during COVID, and I sent you guys this email last night. He decides he is going to get Aaron Rodgers' autograph.
The guy that you played with.
The guy I played with, our guy. His name is Jack. I won't give his last name. I told him I was going to tell this because this story is unbelievable. So he writes a note to Luke Getsy, at that point, I think the quarterback coach.
Probably quarterback's coach in 2020. Let's see if I can.
So he sends Luke Getsy a note, and he says, if you can get Aaron Rodgers to sign this football, I will eat a live worm. He sends it to him. So, sends him the note, doesn't think anything of it. He's probably thinking, I don't know what the heck is going to end up happening. So then, about a couple of weeks later, he said he gets his letter back with the Green Bay Packer insignias on it and everything else, and he has a note. Now, all of this, and I think you have all the... So, Rodgers signs a football. He does not send the football. He sends a note back with a picture of him signing the football with his name on it. And he said, you need to send us a video of you eating the worm, and I will send you this football. So now Jack is all in. Jack is all in on it. So then him and his dad, who is the golf coach, they decided, I'm not going to say where they go because they used to be a partner and they're not currently. They go and they're trying to find worms. This is probably in January, so it's a little bit of a struggle.
Oh, my God.
So they end up going to this establishment. They find the worms. He gets the video. He sends Rodgers and Getsy the video, and a week later, the football and everything shows up. It's sitting in his office right now. Tell me that's not...
Oh, my God.
The depth of the story. And I tried to get him to call in because he said he really has wanted to call in. He has a job. So he said he was unable to today. Maybe at some point he will. And then I started thinking, like, what other stuff would you have done?
Oh, my God.
And then I started thinking, is there anyone I would do that for? And I did come up with, to get a Roger, and Homer got me a Roger Federer autograph. But to have personal interaction like he did, look at that.
Yeah, put this up on the video stream for everybody to see.
This has the video on it.
Oh, okay. We want to play the video?
Let's play the video.
All right,
certainly.
Okay. So this is the video he sent to...
He sent to Rodgers to get the autograph football that Rodgers basically was holding hostage until Jack ate this
And this
worm.
is Jack, the son of
the golf coach.
John at Beaver Dam High School.
John is a dude. He's out there. He's helping Max. He's giving him tips. He's got one of the best golfers in the state. I'm not going to say her name, but she's one of the best. I think she's won a state championship. She's taken second or third. She's got a big scholarship. She is a big-time golfer.
She's in a national tournament right now.
She's big-time.
Understand correctly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, let's play this video.
Hi, Aaron. Coming to you live from a beautiful day here in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I just wanted to say that your picture was received, and I am prepared to now handle my end of the bargain. So I made my trip mile down the road to Fleet Farm and got some big red worms here. And now we're going to take this guy. You can see him. It's alive and kicking. And we'll see how it goes.
Oh, God. Oh, you ate it.
That's in the mouth. Eating a worm? Come on.
All gone.
He did plowed through that thing like it was butter.
Season. And tell Bakhtiari I'm sure he'd love to see this kind of a video. We're all big fans. And wish you the best of luck. So I look forward to getting that ball.
And then he did.
He got the ball. Like, that is dedication.
That is so awesome.
He also said some other crazy things last night. I will tell you what he said, but I want...
Should we have him in as a cousin sub of the day next week?
I actually think... I was immediately thinking we need to hire this guy yesterday. He has I think we could hire him if we want. He is fantastic. I think he maybe will call in later, maybe next week. I don't know. I know he's busy. He does work for Marquette. I said we won't hold that against him.
Home of Marquette, 94.5 ESPN
and I asked him, I said, why does Marquette hate Wisconsin people? And he got into a little diatribe about it. I don't hate Marquette. I like Marquette. I love Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. If you're shopping for new windows and doors, should not include haggling. It should just say, hey, you want a football? I'm going to get you a football. Here's what it's going to take to do it. It's going to take you to eat a worm. Boom. That's what you do. Pella, they stick to straightforward pricing, honest conversations, helping homeowners find the right fit for their home, and they never use high-pressure sales tactics. When you buy direct through Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the same team that manufactures your windows and doors, they also sell them, install them, and they service them. Real pricing, premium quality, no game. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com. So here's what I think, Jesse, and you can correct me if I'm wrong since you're running the show today. I think we get yours, we get Owen's, we get mine. What would you do to have an interaction like our boy Jack did with Aaron Rodgers? What would you do? Would you go through and do something like this? Who would be that athlete, that actor, that performer? I'd love to get our fans. If they have a story, anything close to this, kudos to you. I'd love to hear that. Love to get into that. I'm trying to think if I had to predict who you would say. I don't know who that would be.
Jack eating a worm, a live worm, to get an autograph ball from Aaron Rodgers.
To go to Getsy to do it.
Yeah.
That's the genius of it.
He knew what he was doing.
Because Getsy, and this is the smart part if you're a fan, you also... Athletes sometimes don't understand the moments they give fans. Fans don't understand. Now, don't be annoying about it. Fans don't understand. That is a story that I guarantee you Aaron Rodgers remembers. I will guarantee it. So what would you do? Who would you do it with?
844-770-3776. That is the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talking text line. This is more. 844-770-3776. Of course, you know where else to find us. You can text in your answers. You can share it with us in the YouTube comments on the ESPN Milwaukee, ESPN Madison video streams. We will get to your responses. Who would you eat a live worm for to get an autograph? Or what else would you do or have you done to get an autograph from your favorite athlete? We will review some of your responses coming your way next. It's Jesse and Tausch today on Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at AnnexWealth.com.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
At Associated Bank, we know it's not always fun thinking about saving. You know what is fun? Not thinking about it. That's why we call it automated savings. You save automatically. How much you want, how often you want, for whatever you want. And if you don't know how much to save, well, that's why we're here. We'll suggest an amount so you hit your target without ever thinking about it. See, saving can be fun, especially when it's automatic. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
988 Wisconsin Lifeline. How can I help you?
Share hope, find purpose when you become a 988 Lifeline counselor. The 988 Wisconsin Lifeline provides free and confidential support to anyone in crisis. 988 has experienced tremendous growth and more statewide counselors are needed. Staffed by Family Services, 988 counselors work remotely, are offered flexible hours, competitive compensation, benefits, and training. Apply today at 988lifelinecounselor.org. Family Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Paid for by grants from SAMHSA and the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
Since 1956, Hallman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Hallman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Hallman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Hallman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecast in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Is this the year the Brewers make a push at the trade deadline?
You open a window so you can climb through it. You don't open a window so you can sit on the ledge and wonder what's going to happen if you jump.
Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tausch, summer sabbatical season. Jesse and Tausch today. Jason has the day off. Tausch golfed with Wilde and Tausch superfan Jack from Beaver Dam last night.
Good stick. He's a good stick, too. I suppose if your old man's a coach, you probably
got to be halfway good. Decent. And he shared the video that he sent Luke Fickell in 2020 of him eating a live worm to get Aaron Rodgers to autograph a football and send it to him.
Yeah, that's what happened.
What would you do? 844-770-3776. That's the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talking text line. List is more, or what have you done? That's where we'll start. This is a little scary. If Jason was here, he'd definitely be scared to take some of these calls.
Before we get to Chris and Randolph, I'd like to hear, who would it be for you And I think you would probably do something squirrely. Like, I could see you doing that.
So I don't like eating things. Like, I've always thought when I've watched... I know what you want to say right now, and I know that,
you said that
all the YouTube commenters that have already weighed in on how I look at my golf game, I'm sure they had something to say about that too.
Okay.
What I mean by that is, when Fear Factor was on, or Survivor, when they used to do the challenges where it was like you had to eat a live
Rocky Mountain
spider
oysters.
or something.
Rocky Mountain oysters,
yeah, like I'm not adventurous with my palate by any means. So I would be like, I don't want to eat broccoli. So eating a live worm,
just for the record, eating broccoli is not like super adventurous.
That's what I'm saying. So the fact that I don't want to do that, and then you're going to say like eat something alive.
But you'd eat like chocolate covered crickets.
Probably not.
No, they're good. They're crunchy. Yeah, you would. I think you'd be fine.
I don't think I would.
You wouldn't even know. You put it in a donut, you'd wolf that thing down like it's yesterday's business.
So I don't know what I would say I would do. The athlete that I would want the autograph of would be, and I was actually, it's funny, I was listening back to some of our old footage as we're getting ready celebrating our 10th anniversary this summer. When Brett Favre was on in 2021, about a month.
You were such a coward.
About a month before our wedding.
Yeah.
I asked him on the air if he wanted to come and be an usher at the wedding. And
sure.
He said yes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed he didn't show up in retrospect. But Favre would be the guy. Like, I wouldn't want to just get an autograph something, though. Like, I would want to have lunch with him or some kind of an experience, like handshake, face-to-face, all the stuff I was afraid to do when he was at the AmFam Championship, when I had the opportunity right in front of me.
Yeah.
So that's... that Favre would be the guy. Obviously, I know Favre comes with all the things we would talk about with Favre now, but he's the athlete that I idolized as a kid growing up in Wisconsin during his heyday.
But you wouldn't do anything for it. You wouldn't do what
I'd have to think
Jack
more
did.
about what I would say I would do.
I gave you 30 minutes to think.
Well,
All right, Owen.
Owen might have a better answer than I do here.
So for me, Aaron Rodgers is the athlete that really got me into sports when I watched him play in the Super Bowl. So I would pick Aaron Rodgers as my athlete, and I think I would eat some sort of critter.
You would have done exactly what Jack did.
Oh, yeah, I would eat a worm for a Aaron Rodgers autograph football. Or I already have like an autograph helmet, like one of those mini helmets.
Yeah, but this is personalized, and there's a story with it. Like, that is so much. Like, rather than if you just go to a card shop and it's like Aaron Rodgers, like, that's cool too. Don't get me wrong. But this, and now, how many times do you think Jack's told that story?
So many.
I mean,
in the way
Jack would tell every social gathering he's ever been to.
I think anytime and he had other stories. I mean, there's some stuff that I'm not even going to get into that he told us. And I had explained to Max afterwards. But in this case,
yikes.
Jack's got a story. I bet he's told it 1,000 times if he's told it once.
So is the question, who would you eat a live worm and what would you eat a live worm for? I feel like that might be a better way to frame this.
Okay, you frame it. You're the frame guy.
So maybe we'll ask that. But first, let's go to Chris in Randolph. He's on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin Talking text line, 844-770-3776. Chris in Randolph has a similar story. I can't imagine that's the case. Chris, what do you have for us? You're welcome to Wilde and Tausch.
Very similar. Good morning, boys, first and foremost.
Morning.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Let's go.
Appreciate that.
Let me set the stage for you real quick. Set the stage. Their Public Enemy was getting filmed downtown Columbus. My brother had an apartment down there, so every day after work, we'd sit around drinking beers, waiting for the cast to come out of their trailer. Well, one of these days, Johnny Depp was there, and they had a whole crowd of people with some barricades set up in the back parking lot. Well, I had courage in me, so I went right around the barricades, ran up to Johnny Depp's SUV as he's pulling out. I'm like, Mr. Depp, I'm a big fan. Can I shake your hand? And he reaches his hand out to shake, and I reach out, and as soon as I reach my arm out, I get tackled out of nowhere by the security guard.
Oh, good security.
I mean, he clotheslined me, and you heard a reaction like, I don't know, Micah Parsons just got a sack on a big third down. Like the whole crowd was like, oh, and, for smartphones, but I'm hoping.
We're losing you, Chris. Shoot. If you're still there, Chris, I have a so did it hurt? Like, were you in bad shape after this?
Clothesline onto pavement isn't going to hurt.
Like, were you hurt, or did you just get up and be like, no, I got to shake that guy's hand still?
Yeah, I was more embarrassed than anything. My pride didn't let me show any pain, so I popped right back up and still went for a handshake. It didn't work out for me, but, it's a good story I could tell my kids.
You did not get the handshake after all that. But you didn't get arrested either.
Even though Johnny Depp was extending the hand to shake your hand, you got tackled, and that was the end of it.
Right. He did laugh, though, so I did make Johnny Depp
chuckle.
laugh.
There you go. And I don't think he's the easiest guy to get to laugh either. He's kind of one of those stoic, it seems like he's a little frumpy. So, well done.
Yeah, he's a pretty weird guy, so I think it was, all in all, it was a success. So,
how many times have you told this story?
At least a dozen. I don't know. It's the only famous story I got, I don't see too many famous people.
Well, there you go.
Here, so.
All right. Well,
thanks. Old Hickory yesterday.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thanks for the call.
Chris and Randolph, 844-770-3776.
We're not going to condone people like sprinting up and getting.
No,
we're not going to condone that.
That's the tough thing about this topic is we don't want to cross the line.
No, it has to be all legal.
Yeah. Yeah. So did we establish that what Chris and Randolph did trying to shake Johnny Depp's hand was probably not legal? There was probably
not. I have a really hard time understanding. Someone has to explain this to me, like what level of celebrity gets to shut streets down and not let people around them. Like I seriously, because I told the story about Mr. Kraft back in the day when we were doing Media Row up at the Super Bowl in Minneapolis, and they literally were like blocking you from going up an escalator. I'm like, you're not the president. I'm sorry. What dictates what on that and who? So could you hire a security firm and just walk around and nobody can come touch you? And why is that? Like, I guess I just have a hard time getting my head wrapped around.
Yeah, if you want to hire like private security.
Yeah, but why do I have to adhere to your private security?
Well, because they're.
Because why?
They're protecting their assets.
Okay, that's great, but
whoever it may
that
be.
Doesn't mean on a public street or in a public mall I can't go up an escalator. Who's stopping me?
The private security.
Yeah, no, but why?
Well, if you want to pick the fight with the private
you're a
security
government
guy,
official, I get it. I understand that. But if you're a owner of an NFL team, I want understanding of why. So just tell me. And if you can explain it to me, great.
Believe it or not, I don't think I am of enough celebrity status to have my own private security to know.
If you're performing, like when Taylor Swift would come. But when Taylor Swift came to Lambeau, I thought, yeah, they should work through with the Packers on security and they get her underground. And I understand you want to limit distractions and everything else, but I'm sorry, you can't close a bathroom off because you can't shut a whole public bathroom down. Like, can you? I don't know.
Unless they have concerns about who might try to.
If she was performing, I totally get it. I understand it, but that's a conversation for another day.
So we do have some football conversation to get into. Jason's countdown to the most important Packers of 2026 continues at channel3000.com. We've got another Packers player showing up on one of Jeremy Fowler's anonymous survey position rankings over at ESPN.com. Luke Fickell's in a ranking from CBS Sports talking about college football coaches. We'll get into all of that, but we're going to continue to take your calls. Who would you eat a worm to get an autograph over? What would you do? What am I trying to say? What would you want from your favorite athlete in exchange for eating a live worm? Like Jack in Beaver Dam, Wilde and Tausch superfan, did after sharing the story with an Aaron Rodgers football when golfing with Tausch last night. We'll continue to take your calls, your texts, your responses, 844-770-3776 on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. Before we do anything further, though, Tausch is going to tell us about that beautiful backyard with Outdoor Living Unlimited.
Indeed, we are in the process. We went through all the planning, and again, as I've told you, you got to go check out their showroom down on Stoughton Road. It is beautiful, and it's there's so much stuff it will make you think. But you go through with their design team, come up with a great plan if you're looking for a new deck, an outdoor kitchen, screen room. Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. We met with Aaron and Eric Brown, the brothers and owners of Outdoor Living Unlimited. I love the fact that this is a family-owned and locally operated company. So start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space. Check them out at Outdoor Living CFBUnlimited.com.
I'm seeing Owen answer the phone. I'm seeing the text roll in. We'll get to more of your stories inspired by Tausch's night at Old Hickory Golf Course in Beaver Dam with Jack, the son of the golf coach in Beaver Dam. We'll get to all that coming up next. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead.
Is this a prove-it year for Jordan Love?
Jordan Love's biggest flaw is his contract. He's always going to be closer to Dak Prescott as far as, man, this guy's good, but should he be getting paid that much money?
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and there is nothing better on a hot summer day than cracking open an ice-cold Coors Light. Coors Light brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue, so you know it is chilled to perfection, and there's nothing quite like the feeling of opening up the cooler and snagging an ice-cold Coors Light with those beautiful blue mountains painted perfectly on the side of the can. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Natural diamond prices are at an all-time low, creating one of the best buying opportunities you'll ever see.
At Chalmers Jewelers, that means more sparkle for your budget.
So whether you're shopping for an engagement ring, anniversary gift, or upgrading the diamond you already love, now's the time to make your move.
Because prices this low won't last forever.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Every kid deserves a chance to have fun, and that's what Paul's Party is all about. Paul's Party is a Madison area nonprofit helping kids with physical disabilities experience the joy of sports. They fund expensive recreational equipment and activities like sled hockey gear, chairs for track, tennis and basketball, and much more, so more kids can enjoy the fun. Because at Paul's Party, sports are for everyone. Learn more or make a donation today at paulsparty.org. That's paulsparty.org.
It happens without warning. And when it's a truck crash, everything changes. Call Gruber Law Offices and let us protect your rights. We've got the knowledge, skills, and resources to win. One call, that's all.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
We're on the Brewers.
This Brewers organization, the way that it operates.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
The expectation has become excellent.
Nobody covers the crew like 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
coming to you live from a beautiful day here in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I just wanted to say that your picture was received, and I am prepared to now handle my end of the bargain. So I made my trip mile down the road to Fleet Farm and got some big red worms here. And now we're going to take this guy. You can see him. It's alive and kicking. And we'll see how it goes.
Show me in the mouth.
All gone.
I don't know if we needed
Congrats
that,
on another
Jack.
great season.
Jack,
And,
I don't know if we needed that. I
tell
missed that part.
Bakhtiari, I'm sure he'd love to see this kind of a video. We're all big fans, and wish you the best of luck. So I look forward to getting that ball.
And he did.
Indeed he did.
Tausch golfed with that guy last night.
Yeah, only 9 holes with Jack. What a golf day, team. Jack's entertaining.
It had a great time, and it has served as the start of our conversation today. Wilde and Tausch, Jesse and Tausch today. Summer sabbatical season is underway. Jason has the day off, but we are taking your calls, your texts, and your responses. What would you eat a live worm to get from your favorite athlete? Or what other stories similar to what Jack and Beaver Dam did to get an autographed ball from Aaron Rodgers do you have for us? 844-770-3776. That is the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. List is more. We've got several texts to get to, but first we go to the phones. Mike in McGuanago. I usually am skeptical of calls from McGuanago, but I feel like we're going to be in a good spot here. Mike, good morning. Welcome to Wilde and Tausch. What do you have for us?
Well, way back when at MSOE, at one of the frats, they had a goldfish eating contest.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
And in 1978, I won it after consuming 17 goldfish.
You're talking live goldfish now. You're not talking about the little crackers.
The crackers.
Oh, no, these were live.
Okay.
Everybody got a bowl.
Oh, boy.
You just grabbed them out of the bowl, and like every 5 fish, you had a beer.
Okay.
And then what?
Did you get an autograph, or was this just to get a trophy?
Then
what did we get?
Well, you got a card saying you were the goldfish champion.
Oh, okay. You still have it?
I do.
Let's go.
Yeah,
I like that. That's almost 50 years old. Yeah, that card is almost 50 years old.
Holy cow.
Yeah, the guy, by the way, I would have done that to have a scotch with Ray Nitschke.
Okay.
Yeah, have a scotch with Ray Nitschke.
Well, thanks for the call. That's
wow. Mike and McGuanago.
I'll tell you, I got to meet Ray Nitschke. There's a lot of stories about Ray Nitschke now. I think a lot of folks loved Ray Nitschke and wanted to be around and meet him. You know, I think when you think of the Lombardi Packers, you obviously Bart Starr. Nitschke's probably next on that list as far as when you think of the Lombardi Packers.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Nitschke's got to be number 2. And then maybe...
I just think Jerry Kramer, though, too, when you start thinking about, because Jerry's been around for so long, he's written a book, he's done, a Hollywood play or a Broadway play. He has been out, and he's kind of that... he's kind of the spokesperson for that era when you start looking at it. So obviously a lot of Hall of Famers in that group, but man, Nitschke was one of one from all the stories that you hear.
A lot of texts coming into the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. A 920 number. Remember, if you're a texter that hasn't shared your name and where you're texting from, make sure you do that with us so we can give you proper credit on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. 920 says, I think I'd eat a worm to get a signed baseball from The Miz.
The Miz is bouncing now. Like he is about as hot of a star that we have. I think most Brewer fans would eat a worm if they got exactly what Jack just got there. And it wasn't like face-to-face interaction, but I would think that that's something that a lot of Brewer fans would do. Yeah, I think you would do that.
Miz, the trajectory that we have seen so far from him at an all-time historic pace leads you to believe that you want to get in early with Miz because who knows where that career is going to take off to. And it's not going to be easy to get autographs or pictures or anything of the like from him. So that might be worth eating a live worm for. Is there any other, like Micah Parsons, Jordan? Are those the other athletes right now in Wisconsin that it would be worth?
Oh, I think Tucker Kraft would get, the people would go, I think, too long lengths to get something from Tucker Kraft. I think Micah obviously would be, along with Jordan at the top of that list. I think people would do it for Matt LaFleur. I think there'd be people that would eat worms for Matt. Yes, I do.
Okay, Tausch isn't going to like this text, but we have it. A yard possum in the 920 text us on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. Many years ago, I was in Bristol. I had the opportunity to get a picture with Tausch, and the only regret I have is not being able to get his autograph. I would eat leeches to get his autograph.
Now, are eating leeches, because it used to be back in the old days, you put leeches on stuff to suck blood and to do things to help treat you. So I don't know if eating leeches also would help. I don't know. Don't do it. Just want to make sure I'm crystal clear about that. I'm not a doctor, but I wouldn't eat leeches.
The leeches for the blood thing didn't work out for anybody, right? That was
I didn't say it was
farce.
a great. People did it.
Yeah, and it didn't do anything.
I understand. I'm telling you, I didn't bring up leeches. The leeches is on the deal.
No, you followed up saying, I'm not a doctor, but I know they used to do this back in the day.
They did do that.
But it was debunked. It didn't do anything.
Anyways, Yard Possum, if you send that photo over to our studio, I'd be more than happy to sign it.
And you don't have to eat leeches.
No, you definitely don't need to eat leeches. You don't need to do anything with leeches.
Just subscribe to the ESPN Wisconsin app. Make sure you get notified and watch us on YouTube every time we go live. Let's go to Jens, the Cube consultant.
Oh, Jens.
Don't play
Cube
outside
Jens
today.
In a while.
Air quality's not so good today. Jens, the Cube consultant. In 2015, this is about private security. In 2015, I got to watch a Packer game from a suite. When we were trying to leave after the game on the elevator, we were told by the attendant we had to wait until Michaels and Collinsworth used it to leave the booth before we could get in. We had to wait for about 15 minutes until it was clear.
So they're performing. Now, I want to be crystal clear. The coaches will have the elevators. They have to get down.
Coaches use it first.
Coaches get it 100%. That's what everybody's there for, is to watch the game, and the coaches are integral to that. And I'm not going to say, now, if it was just Collinsworth and Al Michaels chilling, watching the game, no. But if they're working the game, yes, I understand it. I'm not opposed to that.
Another text from Jim on the South Side, who will be part of our Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions coming up later today in our Old Reliables region. Yeah. He's taking on Brian in Williams Bay. Jim on the South Side texted in, we discussed this, and my wife told me she might eat a worm to save my life.
She might.
She would have to think about it.
That is dedication now. That is dedication.
I would eat a worm to save someone's life. I could say I would comfortably do that. I might not even have to.
How many folks on our ESPN Madison team would you do that for? Everybody?
Everybody.
That's great.
I would eat a live worm to save someone's life.
Okay. I think that's more than fair.
Would I eat a live worm to get Giannis's autograph, Miz's autograph, or to get lunch with Brett Favre?
I don't think.
Maybe.
Again, I don't want to go down the road. I don't think. Again, Jack, that was awesome. I don't think eating a worm is that big a deal? Is it?
What do you mean?
Like, it's not that big a deal. No, I'm being dead serious.
Like getting an autographed football?
No. Getting an autographed football, that's your guy. That is awesome.
That's like your...
But I'm saying, like, of all the things to eat, I don't think eating a worm is that bad. I don't.
A live worm?
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
I mean, it looked like it went down pretty easy. I don't really want to play the video again.
No, we're good with the video.
Jack,
the two videos, twice shot, whatever.
You can now go back and find it on YouTube. By the way, John, the golf coach at Beaver Dam, listening this morning, texted on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. I would eat a worm to play with Max and Tausch again.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely get back down to Old Hickory. We had a great time. That was, man, we were talking the whole drive back how much fun it was. So John was great. Doesn't need to eat a worm. Doesn't need to eat a worm at all, but that was fun.
Dave and Aaron texting, I'll eat a worm just for some close first base line seats.
There you go.
That doesn't even need that much. And then also a historical fact and a follow-up from Dave. George Washington literally died from bloodletting.
Is that the leech stuff?
That's the leech thing.
That's how George Washington died?
According to Dave and Aaron.
I see there's a big thing on Netflix about all these guys. I'm definitely going to tune in. I want to learn more. I thought he had, like, wooden teeth, right? He was a wooden tooth guy.
Now, wait a minute. Jamie in Orlando texts in, Jesse, there literally is medical grade leeches.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't be so. I was very vague because I don't know. This is what you do. You act expertise on things, and that's why you have trivia questions wrong constantly. Because instead of fact checking, you just think and you put it down, and then you say it as fact. And then Jamie and Orlando's like, no, that's actually not true. It was not like this is some random thing. People did this for a while, and you just kind of poo-pooed it. I don't know. I just know that it happened.
So I was of the impression that like the leech thing was a total farce and people died in the medieval days, the old days, by doing the leech thing.
You should probably at least say, I'm not sure. You came off as, I know all of this, and obviously I don't think that's probably accurate.
I mean, Lord knows the last thing I want to do during an hour where we're talking about Aaron Rodgers is talk about medical treatments of things, but Jamie in Orlando says, Jesse, there literally is medical grade leeches. My mother worked in a pharmacy at a hospital, and they had them. They were used to help restart blood flow. I don't know. I'm officially out of my knowledge.
I'll tell you what I need to do.
Leeches.
I need to send you down to MoMA so you can get some expertise on everything. I'm talking about blood flow to my knee, going down to ortho laser. I know that has helped. You know, if you're putting up with a lot of pain, whether it's your shoulder, back, neck, or in my case, knee, you don't need to just tough it out. Played a lot of football, toughed it out through a lot of stuff. I don't want to have to do that now, and I'm not. And that's why I'm excited to partner with MoMA, the Midwest Orthopedic and Musculoskeletal Alliance. MoMA brings together trusted local providers, OIW, SMOC, and Innovative Pain, and it makes it easier to find the right specialist to get you the right treatment for you. That's what I love about it. I don't want to have to go get a follow-up here, do this. Oh, I got to park here. Oh, and I got to walk there. What building is it? What elevator do I need to use? Who's got private security that I can't use that elevator? What? No, I want to be able to pull up. I want to get my treatment. I want to park, walk in, boom, 20 minutes later, I'm out. Surgery Center, Smart Scan, Mosh, and of course, I've been telling you about Ortho Laser for a bunch. Their experienced team helped getting you back to living your life on your terms soon. Call or walk in today to get started.
This has been a lot of fun, and we still have a few more texts we'll get to before we close up the 9 o'clock hour and move on to actual football conversation.
Oh, and I have another tale about Jack. I mean, Jack told another story, and this one, it revolves around food. We will wrap up the fan experience, and if you have any other ones, we'll do that. And then I'm also going to tell you a little something. Jack thinks he's better than one of the GOATs. He thinks he is convinced he could beat a GOAT. And I'm not talking about a billy goat. We'll talk about that next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Is it time to worry about the health of the Miz?
Until I see him back on the mound being the regular Miz, I'm going to have a pause for the cause and a pause for concern. Why would you not, especially the way that this season has gone?
You're listening to Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. Badgers guard Zach Kinzinger spoke after a summer practice Tuesday afternoon, and it sounds like new AD Sean Eichhorst is already a familiar face around Wisconsin basketball.
He came and introduced himself, saw him around a couple other times already, talked to him personally, so I think that's huge for the players just to kind of have that relationship with them. Haven't got to know him great yet, but it's only, I don't know if you start, maybe it's day one or something on the job, but just to kind of see his face and, meet him and have a really good talk with him at practice, it's a good start for sure.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Mark Tausch here for Olson Toon. Well, first impressions matter, and your outdoor space is often the first thing people see. And since 1997, Olson Toon has been helping homeowners and businesses across Dane County create and maintain outdoor spaces. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and year-round maintenance, they're your team for everything outdoors. Ready to elevate your property? Contact Olson Toon today and learn more at olsontoon.com. Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon difference.
Friday nights taste better at the Bridges. The Bridges Bar and Restaurant is back with a classic Friday fish fry, plus non-fish specials and prime rib. Great food, great drinks, and a perfect way to kick off the weekend. Fridays at the table and on the course at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app.
This loss is as painful to Packer fans as you can ever imagine.
A customizable homepage, easier and quicker live listening. Your shows at the touch of a fingertip. Available in Apple and Android app stores.
I have no evidence behind that whatsoever. It's just a feeling I have, and that might just be because I'm scared of this rivalry in the playoffs.
Your one-stop shop for ESPN Wisconsin. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Download it today.
Hey parents, looking for the perfect night out with the whole fam? Try the Rally Madison FC Family Special, presented by Madison Gas and Electric. Score a ticket to the match, a meal, and an RMFC scarf for just $18 per pack. Be a part of history and support women's soccer during Rally Madison's inaugural season at Breeze Stevens Field. Visit RallyMadisonFC.com and purchase your family special ticket packs today. That's RallyMadisonFC.com. Rally Madison, fun for all.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
The News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team is certified for delivering the most accurate forecasts in the entire state of Wisconsin. Morning meteorologist Savannah Brito.
When you're making plans, the weather often has other plans.
Evening meteorologist Blaze Keller.
At home, at work, or on the go, when we know, you'll know.
Chief meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Our team has the experience you can count on and the accuracy you can trust.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
All right, so now the quality of the worm is being examined by the YouTube
You obviously
commenters.
want to. You don't want to have a big ganglion, and it looks like they almost are like scarred over the little appendage part on the worm. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
yes.
thick. I think you want it to be a smooth, smaller worm than a big, chunky worm.
John in the YouTube comments, the guy did eat a pretty small worm. That was no night crawler.
Yeah, I don't think he told Rodgers he was going to eat a night. He said a worm.
He just said
and
worm.
He accomplished what he said he was going to do. You don't have to be an idiot about
a live worm.
You don't need to get like a snake-type worm.
And then Hoosier Brian texts in, chewing a worm or just swallowing a worm, big difference.
Yeah, you got to just swallow it.
Jack did. He went all in.
You're not
he
interested
chewed it
in
up.
chewing up on that worm.
Jack did it.
I understand.
We're not going to play it again.
You think Jack chewed it?
I think he very clearly chewed it.
All right, I didn't
Did
look
you
that
watch?
close. I didn't look
We
as
played
close.
it twice.
I saw the second one was too close for comfort, in my opinion.
All right, so we got a couple more texts here. Before we do that, what else did Jack tell you that?
Well, no, let's finish this up.
Your tease was so good.
The
I want to
tease
make
was
sure
good,
you pay
but
it
I want to
off.
make sure we get all of this because he said some. I mean, he said some completely outlandish things, but his conviction was really strong.
Mailman Jeff in McFarland texts in, while I didn't eat a worm or anything like that, I did drink way too many beers at a golf outing and grossly overpaid for a Miz autographed baseball on a silent auction. At least it was for a great cause.
That's always the cause.
So we appreciate that. Erica in Milwaukee, we're wondering if she would weigh in on this. Jesse, I have a stomach like you in that I don't want to eat things. I'm sure not in the other ways that the YouTube commenters would talk about my stomach. Jesse, I have a stomach like you, so eating a worm would be tough. I'd eat one to have lunch with Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
So I'm going to join Erica's club in saying because I've had the opportunity to talk to Brett Favre thanks to my role on this show a couple of times. Obviously, it's well documented how I chickened out at the AmFam Championship, going over to say hi to him and whatnot. I would eat a live worm to have a one-on-one lunch with Brett Favre.
Okay.
And I think even today, even with everything that has
And
been
you don't
going
care
on
how
with
big
him,
the worm is. It doesn't matter.
The same size Jack ate.
No, that's not what you said.
I would eat a live worm, and then I get to pick said worm just like Jack
All right,
did.
there is a chance that we can make this happen. And it will be documented, and I will pick out the worm.
No,
you just said it.
I don't know. I said
did he not just say it?
I'll pick out the worm.
You didn't say you pick out the worm.
I heard it, Tausch.
All right.
Why do you do this to me?
Why do I do what? I didn't make you say it.
That is what this entire hour was all about, wasn't it? You brought this entire... You're always playing chess. You brought this entire thing in here.
I do like playing chess.
Because you knew I would say I would do it to do something with Brett Favre.
How would I know that you would do that? I didn't know that.
You did too. I can see it in your eyes.
No, stop looking at my eyes.
Fair. What else did Jack say?
All right, so... We ended up, and John got us wings at the course last night. And
John, the Beaver Dam golf
Yes,
coach.
they were fantastic. Great wings. And we were sitting there, and he ended up ordering way too many wings. So it was like, all right, we got to plow through, and we're going to finish these. And old boy said, I could eat 100 of these. And I said, come on, that seems like a little bit crazy. And then I asked him, and I said, on me. I said, what would you pick to be kind of that food that you think you could eat? And he didn't hesitate. Prime rib. I could eat a ton of prime rib. And then, unprompted, said he could eat more prime rib than Joey Chestnut. And that's when I said, I got to go. That is absurd. And then he started reasoning with me. He said, I didn't say I could out-eat him speed-wise. I could sit and eat more prime rib than Joey Chestnut. And I said, all right, well, explain how. He goes, and then he pulls up a picture of this monster prime rib that he ate, no problem. And he said, Tausch, it ain't a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm not beating Chestnut in a sprint, but I'm beating him in a marathon. And he made me, as I walked out that door and got on Highway 151 to head home, he had me believing he could beat Joey Chestnut in a prime rib eat-off. I still don't think he could, but I didn't have the initial, that is absurd thought that I thought when he first said it. Chestnut could make so much money, and I'm sure he does anyways, but he can make so much money just putting it out there and saying, I will challenge you to this. But time-wise, he's right. You're not beating Chestnut in the 12-minute hot dog eating contest or wings or anything. He has trained himself. Has he trained himself? And I said, I think old boy's gullet is set to be able to do anything. Maybe it ain't I don't know.
Or is he just trained for
dogs? No, he wins
in
a lot of different eating contests.
I don't know anything about his resume.
If you
beyond
just
the
say,
dogs.
hey, here's 400 ounces of prime rib, you don't have to eat it in 10 minutes. You can eat it in 4 hours.
Go until you say you're done.
Maybe that's where our buddy Jack has got the advantage. I don't know. But he made that, and it was not, he has, as he has done with a lot of things, he has thought this thing through, and he firmly believes he can do it. I disagree, but that's what he said.
This sounds like you had the best time ever.
We had a lot of laughs.
night.
I'm telling you, there was a lot of laughs from our friends down at Old Hickory last night.
This has been the 9 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Old Hickory Golf Course and
indeed.
ESPN Beaver Dam and John the golf coach. Owen, what is Joey Chestnut's? What else has Joey Chestnut consumed in one contest's eating?
So, according to Google AI, Joey Chestnut currently holds over 50 competitive eating world records.
Does he have prime rib?
On this short list, he does not have prime rib. He has chicken wings.
And then I wondered, does he eat horseradish with it? Because if I'm having prime rib, I'm having horseradish. You're not adding anything else. Continue on.
I see chicken wings, eggs, pork ribs, tacos, cherry pie, Twinkies.
Question.
Cherry pie.
Question. Eggs. Is it cooked or raw?
Hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, God.
141 in 8 minutes.
No. That's an obscene amount of eggs. I love scrambled eggs. 141.
How about this one? Deep-fried asparagus.
It's actually
I suppose that's probably
pretty
like
good.
hot dog. He probably eats those as similar to hot dogs.
You just munch those down.
12 pounds, 8.75 ounces in 10 minutes of deep fried asparagus.
That's a lot. Yeah, I don't think he's beating Chestnut.
Wow.
Can we all agree he's not beating Chestnut?
Not knowing that resume from, again, it's Google AI, so we'd probably have to do a little further research. But if that is all accurate, no, I don't think that our guy Jack could take Joey Chestnut.
If you were picking anything to take on Chestnut, I would go ice cream. I would battle him in ice cream. That would be my pick.
In a marathon or a sprint?
Marathon. I'm not interested in sprint.
Okay, so these are all marathons.
Yes.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
I feel like popcorn I could give it a go. Because you just keep shoveling in popcorn. You know?
All right. But it's a sprint. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. What do you care about shoveling?
Marathon popcorn, I think I could go a while.
But you don't have to sprint. You don't have to shovel it. You can just eat it kernel by kernel.
I mean, it could go for days. It'd be like a cricket match. It could go for days eating, shoveling popcorn in. But I think I can get them.
I'll tune out on that one.
Figured as much. All right. Thanks to everyone who has contributed here to the 9 o'clock hour of the show. This is a lot of fun. We're going to transition into some football conversation, and we're going to do so coming up in 2 minutes when we start the 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch. It's Jesse and Tausch today. Summer sabbatical season continues. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. I've been telling you for a while now how much I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. Well, how's this for a throwback? Introducing Pizza Hut's Throwback Value Menu. Features their iconic personal pan pizza, just $3. And a medium one-topping original stuffed crust pizza for just $10. You asked for it, so they delivered. It's the Throwback Value Menu from Pizza Hut. Order on the Pizza Hut app or at pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison. This is Owen Dimple with your Sports Center update, brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. Do the Green Bay Packers need to take advantage of a light schedule in their first 4 weeks of the 2026 season? On Unsportsmanlike this morning, Michelle Smallman listed the Packers as the team that needs to start the fastest, and that begins with Jordan Love.
If you, as Jordan Love, are the quarterback and you are the leader and you are the guy that is not only going to be in MVP conversations, but in Super Bowl conversations, with Micah Parsons, the best player on this football team, not being available for that defensive unit, it is up to you to get this team off to a fast start. You go at Minnesota, at the Jets versus Atlanta, then Tampa Bay before you see Chicago week 5. You need to get it done to start the season, Jordan Love.
And ESPN's Jeremy Fowler released his final NFL top 10 rankings from each position this morning with the safeties. To see where Packers safety Xavier McKinney ranks, head on over to ESPN.com. And for the Brewers, it's their final day of the All-Star break. They're back in action tomorrow night when they take on the Miami Marlins. Wilde and Tausch continues next.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Time now for headlines as we predict what will happen on Sunday as the Packers take on the Vikings at Lambeau Field.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
I'm going to do something crazy.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
I'm going to say kissing cousins, pack bikes tie.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
He missed it again! And will end this crazy game in a tie. Oh my goodness.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
O'clock hour, Wilde and Tausch, Jesse and Tausch today. Summer sabbatical season is underway for Jason. Owen Dimple, our cousin sub of the day, producing today's show.
The D-Dog.
He produced Tuesday's show when we were at the Bog.
They call him the D-Dog.
I don't think they do.
Do they?
O-Dog.
O-Dog.
Close enough.
O-D-Dog.
No.
No?
That just doesn't seem good. Owen produced for us on Tuesday when we were at the Bog in Saukville for the Delzer ESPN Milwaukee Open. He also produced yesterday when I was out golfing and you were hosting with Gabe. I did listen to a lot of the show. I heard you guys talking about Colston Loveland.
Yep.
And the Packers being in the Bears' head. That was fun.
Yeah, we had that discussion yesterday, and it's been obvious for a while that the Bears think about the Green Bay Packers at a nauseating level. They just do. Now we are thinking about them a heck of a lot more than we were. But it did get me to thinking, throughout this Favre-Rodgers run, there's one easy answer. Who has been in our headspace? Who, quote-unquote, owned us?
Who's been in the Packers' heads?
The Packers' heads as a fan base. I'm not even getting into the organizational side of it because there is no doubt when Brett Favre went up to Minnesota, the Vikings were in our heads. Period. Everybody knows that. The Dallas Cowboys in the 90s owned us. They owned our headspace. They beat us on that Thanksgiving Day game with Jason Garrett throwing for like 5 million yards. Like it was we're finally going to get over the hump. And I think there is a part, and I don't know if any of I know there's going to be a lot of 30-year celebration of that Super Bowl team. I would bet that a lot of guys would say, I would have loved to have had the Dallas Cowboys come in here to end that whole deal instead of the Carolina Panthers on the NFC Championship. I think they would have loved to have taken down the triplets and that whole crew to end what was a 3-year run there by the Cowboys of absolute gut-punching the Green Bay Packers. So that, to me, when I think back on the 30-year run here, who has owned us as in a mental capacity? There's other teams that I think you could put on that list, but to me, the Dallas Cowboys are at the top of it.
No, the first team that easily comes to mind is San Francisco because it transcends multiple generations.
But in that same sphere, we own them in the 90s as part of the great run that group had.
They had a couple of the Packers had a couple of nice playoff wins against the 49ers.
A bunch of them.
But since the Jerry Rice fumble, the 49ers won that game.
We beat him in 2001 here at Lambeau. So
I don't even remember that game.
Well, it's because we didn't go anywhere afterwards. But the
Kaepernick games in 12
I'm not
and 13.
arguing that. I'm not arguing San Francisco in the 2012 to 20 whatever.
And now the Shanahan era, the NFC Championship with Raheem Mostert.
But there is nothing close to. I think if you ask most Packer fans of a certain age and maybe a little bit older than you, if you're asking people my age, 50, if you want to go 55 to 45, that age group, it'll be the Dallas Cowboys.
So that generation says, but the Packers have kind of
dominated
the Cowboys for
since
a while.
I'm telling you, in the 90s, nobody get by the Cowboys, and they kept stunting what we were doing. So they were our kryptonite. And unfortunately, we never really got a chance to Lex Luthor their blank, if that makes any sense.
It just kind of happened without the Packers intervening.
The
Cowboys fell apart.
No, the Packers took over. And, again, that loss to Denver in the Super Bowl kind of diminishes it because 2 championships, all of a sudden then you're starting to talk. You're not going to overtake Dallas as the team of the 90s because they got 3, but all of a sudden it's that conversation. We ended up winning a championship. We ended up going to NFC. We ended up doing a lot of stuff, but we never actually slayed that dragon. We ended up, somebody else, they whimpered out. We didn't take them down like they did with the Niners, where they, how about them Cowboys where Jimmy Johnson could have just taken the old big sword out and slashed him? We never got that pound of flesh.
How many teams do you think ever get that opportunity? Like, does it just normally happen, or does it feel like you need to kind of have that overcoming them, climbing to the top of the mountain moment by dethroning the team that's been up there when you have dynasties change?
I think, well, obviously, you only get a few opportunities to do it because the windows now for these are really tight. And it's obviously, even then, once the salary cap got implemented and things of that nature, the window was still longer than it is now. I don't know if you'll see, obviously the Chiefs and the Ravens and the Chiefs and the Bills, like if Josh Allen could ever slay the dragon, that would be a huge thing for him, or Lamar. So on the AFC side of it, I think there's plenty of dragon slaying opportunities. Anytime you can beat the Chiefs, it's going to be slaying a dragon.
But the Chiefs never actually beat the Patriots in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure, right? They lost that overtime game where the dude was offsides.
Yeah, you could check the math.
And then
on
after that, the Patriots lost to the Titans, and the Chiefs took over.
When Tom Brady leaves, that era is done. So it would have had to have been Tampa. But
so that's what I said. The Chiefs never dethroned.
You
New
really
England.
need to have coach, quarterback, or organizational. There has to be probably it gets to 2 or 3 different times where someone is beating you, and then finally you beat them. I think the Bulls-Pistons is probably the best example of slaying a dragon, and the Pistons are a bunch of babies and didn't shake hands. That's the kind of – in those days, will that be the Spurs in Oklahoma City down the road here? I don't know. Maybe that might be the next version. NFL-wise, it's Chiefs. Because right now for Green Bay, who would we be trying to slay?
San Francisco still kind of always feels like a good measuring stick kind of game. We've had a couple of nice wins against them. They've obviously beaten the Packers a bunch of times. Isn't it kind of a good thing to constantly want to be measuring yourself against your division to know where you fit in the landscape of your closest rivals and what matters most to getting to the postseason?
I think it's a bad thing in the respect that we have been 15 years where we haven't done enough to even be in that conversation of slaying a dragon. We haven't been to an NFC. When's the last time we were in an NFC championship game was, 21?
Yeah, but even with all that, the Packers, up until a couple of years ago when Rodgers left, they were viewed as the top dog in the NFC North for the better part of a decade and a half.
Yep. We're not
So
anymore.
even though they weren't the NFC championship Super Bowl contender, like they were still the top dog.
Yes, but I think division-wise, everybody's won it but us. So what do we get? We get
Most
slay
recently,
everybody?
yeah.
I think there was a stretch where Detroit, because they had won the division a couple times in a row, I felt like last year that opener had to be very liberating. And it's not a dragon slay, but it was definitely it almost felt like, I don't know, I don't even think it was like a demon exorcism, but it was there's a new sheriff in town. I remember walking out of the stadium that day thinking, this looks a lot different. And Detroit could not do anything offensively. That was, I thought, real. And then obviously things change. You pick stuff up, you figure things out. But Packer fans, the Bears obviously and the Packers now, I think that would be the battle because of what happened in January. But all in all, Green Bay hasn't had that really. Your San Francisco reference is very accurate, but I just remember how everybody felt. I think it would have been 93, 94, and 95. It was, this is a hurdle that we need to get over. And eventually we got over the hurdle without having actually jumped the hurdle, if that makes sense.
It does. Where does Seattle fit into this?
I mean,
they've won 2 championships now since the Packers won theirs in 2010.
Obviously, the 2014, and then we played them that following year, I believe, at Seattle, or maybe it was prior to that.
They opened the season, and then the NFC Championship
the
was the same year, 14.
I think we vindicated a little bit, but you never really get over that unless you win a championship, and Green Bay obviously hasn't. That game will always be there, but it's similar to, I would look at that similar to what the Spurs did with the Heat. If you can get over it, that pain will always still be there, but boy, it'll be a lot duller if you would have been able to win a championship that next year. Obviously, Green Bay wasn't able to do that.
So, what's the answer to your question here? Who's in the Packers' heads
right now?
Is it the Bears?
You tell me.
It's got to be.
Not to me, it's not, but I can understand because Bears fans now get a huge kick out of Packer fans talking about the Bears. Because if we're being honest, the 10 years we've been doing this show, by far the most Bears talk we've ever had.
No doubt.
And for good reason.
But it's still a good thing, I think, to be comparing yourself to the best teams in your division and to know that you're right there with them.
I don't think it's ever a good thing to say, boy, somebody owns headspace. Like you own rental space in that person's head. I don't think that's a good thing. You can think about and have thoughts, but owning someone's headspace like we have with the Bears fans, there is not a doubt when you're seeing all these different events. But then who was playing the concert up at Lambeau?
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs. I think there was the Bears still suck chance going on at Lambeau in the middle of May. That's headspace. So obviously Bears-Packers rivalry is as hot as it's been in a long time. I think it's fun. Well, I think it's fun, But I think that there's obviously it's still stronger on the other side of it. And that, the Colston Loveland commentary just kind of reminded me of that. But we have not had anything as red hot as how the Bears feel about us, probably since we felt that way about the Dallas Cowboys.
To put a bow on this portion of the conversation, I think the answer is San Francisco. I think because of the playoff losses, some of the close regular season games they've played over the years, the connection that Matt LaFleur has to Kyle Shanahan, and even some of the comparisons you can draw between like Jordan Love and Brock Purdy and how they're measured against some of the top quarterbacks around the rest of the league. San Francisco, there's enough history there. There's enough playoff history. There's enough direct comparison as to kind of the blue bloods of the NFL. That's the team that I think owns headspace for Packers fans, and that's a team you'll constantly compare the Packers to.
Yeah, I wonder if you could actually have that without playoff games. Like, I think if the Bears win the division again and we don't play them in the playoffs, are you really slaying anything? It all comes down to the playoffs.
Well, you just said Detroit, the Packers and Lions have never played in the playoffs.
I also said it wasn't a dragon slay. And then I said it wasn't even a demon exorcism. Like, you got varying degrees. You tier things out. You got dragon slaying as top, and you got demon exorcism. I don't know what the third, like the lower tiered thing would be in that. I don't know.
Leeches, bloodletting.
No, I heard that's just a complete farce. And I mean, you're the leech expert.
Clearly I am not, and everyone's willing to tell me that. You know who the experts are when it comes to managing your finances, and that's the team at Annex Wealth Management.
Well, we have a bunch of life events that come up. You start thinking about selling your company if you have a death, a divorce, health crisis. You got to pay for college or it's wedding season. You got big expenses coming. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with those big life events. You got to make sure you plan for them, and then you're going to make all the difference with your finances. Know what you own, why you own it, how much you're paying for it. Those are big parts of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team. They work together so that you're making informed decisions comprehensively so that you're not just doing one thing and then, the other side doesn't know what's going on. Have the team in place. That's what Annex does. Go to annexwealth.com. Click that Get Started button. Again, that's annexwealth.com. Hit click started to get going on your journey today.
The countdown continues. Number 13 on Jason's list of the
most
four
important people on that
Packers.
One? How many players are on the list at number 13?
Just one at number 13, and I think this player is way too low on Jason's list. This player should definitely be in the top 10. We will talk about who that player is next on Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Buckin' Honeys. Summer in Wisconsin is too good to spend indoors. And whether you're meeting the crew after work, grabbing dinner before the game, or just looking for a great patio spot, Buckin' Honeys has you covered. Their spacious patios are the perfect place to enjoy award-winning dishes, craft cocktails, and an easygoing atmosphere. Visit their locations in Sun Prairie, Monona, Waunakee, or Mount Horeb. Grab your people, find a spot on the patio, and make the most of summer at Buckin' Honeys. We'll see you there.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Hi, it's Dave from Canopy Wealth Management. Many people are balancing retirement planning, college costs, and caring for aging parents, often all at once. With extensive experience, the Canopy team has helped others navigate these same challenges and can be a trusted thought partner as you prioritize what matters most. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's our promise. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? If you're a top player in your league, the GRB Rays are ready for you. They're Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement, with over 425 college commitments, 27 draft picks, and 4 big leaguers, including the National League Rookie of the Year. Train in one of the Midwest elite facilities and elevate your game. GRB Rays tryouts are here, but spots are filling up quickly. Sign up now at grbrays.com. That's grbrays.com.
The first half is over.
Grisham back, it is gone!
And it was one for the history books.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out! A complete game shutout!
Now, it's the playoff push.
The track walk-on! Drilled it high and deep into the night! Mizorowski lighting up the radar gun. Down the line, fair, and goal!
Tune into the second half right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Mark Tauscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
And Madison. What needs to change under Wisconsin's new AD?
Putting wins in the left column, that can solve a lot. I think Barry said it best, winning's great for the soul. Well, we need to do some soul building around here.
Find Sean Icor's full interview with Wilde and Tausch, available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Number 13 on Jason Wilde's countdown at channel3000.com of the most important Packers of 2026 will wait. We will get to that coming up in a little bit because we're seeing some interesting responses come into the...
I've had some interesting texts as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing them here on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin Talking text line. You're getting them directly to you.
There's a couple of things that were very interesting talking Cowboys, and I'm sure on the Talking text line a lot of San Francisco 49ers talk, which is what you brought up, which I agree with. The Kaepernick game and just the amount of losses that we've had, whether it's to Jimmy Harbaugh or to Shanahan in the playoffs, is very interesting. But I think in the Matt LaFleur era, and we're talking about slaying dragons, my buddy Danny just texted this to me. I don't think it's a team that is in the Packers' heads. And I don't think it's in our fan base's heads. I think it's just straight up playoff football. We've had that unbelievable run in 2010. Been to a couple NFC championship games. Had some nice wins. And again, playoff football is really hard. We all know the margin. Everything is faster. It's tighter. It's very difficult to win. And we haven't had enough home games throughout this 15 or 16-year period. But we have had some. Matt LaFleur's dragon that he needs to slay is the playoffs. It isn't San Francisco. It's not the Rams. It's not the Seahawks. It's the playoffs as a whole. Because let's be honest, how are we going to feel? Let's say we get off to a piping hot start and we end up going 15-2. Which, is it likely? Probably not. Is it doable? If you win enough early games and your team starts building and believing, 15 strong, but let's just call it that way. The Lions did that a few years ago. How many Packer fans are going to feel uber confident going into that divisional round? oh, it's a week off. Will Packer fans feel like we are it, we got it, or is there going to be more trepidation than before? Because we'd be the 1 seed at 15-2. Do Packer fans have any confidence that Matt LaFleur is going to lead this team and this organization to winning playoff games until they actually do it? Does the regular season matter much as far as the idea? Because I don't think anybody's going to be able to push back on Danny's point. I'm having a hard time doing it. On a 15-2 regular season and getting to that first round, like the dragon slaying isn't going to be, oh, the Giants are coming in here or whoever. It's not going to be that. It's going to be our own. Matt LaFleur as a coach has been great in the regular season, or he's been really good in the regular season. He was great with Aaron Rodgers. He's been good with Jordan Love.
So I think the conversation shifts a little bit if we're talking about a continuation of the Aaron Rodgers, Matt LaFleur era versus the Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur era. Obviously, it's done.
It's Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love era.
But looking at them separately, I think 15-2 winning the NFC North for this season, if in this hypothetical world you're talking about, that would be a major accomplishment.
Yes, it would.
You and many others have been leading the charge and saying winning the division is top priority.
I agree, but let's just be honest. Matt LaFleur, for a while, was the greatest regular season coach in the history of football.
When he had Aaron Rodgers.
3 years. Yeah, no doubt. And I don't want to, but your playoff record as a coach goes with whatever quarterback you have. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not how you're viewed. I think a big part of it, people viewed him not as like some legendary coach his first 3 or 4 years. They thought, oh, he's Rodgers. It's Rodgers doing it. And there's a lot of truth in that. Now, I don't think any Packer fan is uber confident that we're going to be winning a bunch of playoff games as we sit here today. It has to happen. That is the dragon to slay if you're a Packer fan. Not the Bears, not the Vikings, not the Lions, the playoffs.
So he's got the one playoff win, Matt LaFleur does, with Jordan Love against Dallas a couple of years ago against McCarthy. We all remember that one. He hasn't won one since. Losses to Philadelphia, losses to San Francisco, and last year. So winning the division, getting a home playoff game would go a long way. It would not be the end of the conversation. We would start this whole cycle up all over again if the Packers win the NFC North and lost their first playoff game against whoever they play, whether it's the 49ers, the Bears, the Commanders, or anybody. Like, if they lost that first playoff game at home, we would still have these same Matt LaFleur conversations that we were having at the end of last season.
The only way Matt LaFleur can change any narrative is by winning playoff games.
But if they win the division and win one playoff game and lose in the divisional round or the NFC Championship this year, are we going to say that's a failure of a season or that the playoffs are still a big bugaboo for Matt LaFleur in his leadership of the Green Bay Packers? I don't know if we would say that
No,
yet.
I think we would.
We would be frustrated in the moment, but I think when we look at the escalation of a great quarterback, Mahomes got to an AFC Championship and lost before he became elite. Lamar Jackson,
not 8 years.
Lamar Jackson still hasn't gotten to a Super Bowl and gotten over that hump. Josh Allen still hasn't gotten over that hump.
Let me tell you something. Lamar Jackson and Matt LaFleur you could put in the same category. And Lamar Jackson's actually more accomplished. But both, their biggest question marks on both. Nobody is doubting Matt LaFleur can coach. And if you are, okay, I'm not in that club. Lamar Jackson is an MVP, and nobody is saying his regular seasons have been good to great, MVP-esque. Matt LaFleur, through his first 3 years, the greatest record in the history of the league. Now, it's dipped a little bit, but his regular seasons, he's been in the playoffs. He brought a first-year starting quarterback to the playoffs and to the divisional round. But both of those guys are only going to be judged on how they do in the playoffs. This die has been set on who Matt LaFleur is as a coach, regular season-wise. The only way his narrative changes is by winning in the playoffs, period. Lamar Jackson, MVP, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. The only way his legacy and narrative changes, getting to a Super Bowl. Nothing else matters for those guys. Josh Allen, you throw in the same boat. So you could say that's pretty good that you could put those guys, because if I'm comparing Matt LaFleur to a quarterback in the NFL, those are the guys. Very highly successful regular season. disappointing postseasons. And Josh Allen, I give credit because he has been to championship games, and the one season, I can't put that loss on him at Kansas City. I can't. I won't. Where they go down and score with 13 seconds left, that was ineptitude of the nth degree. That should have been, and then his narrative is completely different if they win that game and they go to a Super Bowl. But that's what Matt LaFleur's dragon is playoff football.
I think Adam in Glendale, who texts on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line, lists is more, 844-770-3776. I think he says it best here. I think he's identified what the dragon is that the Packers need to slay. We need to slay the NFC Championship game to get back to the Super Bowl. They've been back to the NFC Championship game on multiple occasions and have had some all-time
Great point by Adam.
disappointments. It's not they've beaten the Seahawks in the divisional round. They've won a wild card game against the Cowboys. It's not just about winning playoff football. It's about overcoming the dragon of the NFC Championship and getting back to the Super Bowl.
It's not about winning playoff games. The dragon that needs to be slayed is just to get back to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a terrible point. I think there's a lot of validity to that.
Matt LaFleur has shown he's a successful regular season head coach. He's had the Packers in a couple of NFC Championship games. The loss to Tampa, the loss to San Francisco. They've been the 1 seed. They've had a couple of upset wins. They've played well in a couple of games in the playoffs. They've had a couple of disappointments, obviously last year at the top of the list. The NFC Championship game is the dragon. Everything else is your other tiers of whatever exorcisms and other things you had mentioned. But I agree with Adam in Glendale. The dragon is the NFC Championship game. And until the Packers can overcome and reach a Super Bowl again, that will continue to be looked at as the metric that the Packers are unable to overcome.
And I probably make that same argument for Josh Allen and for Lamar Jackson. They have not gotten to a Super Bowl, either of them.
Yeah.
And they've been 1 seeds. They've had home games to win and go to a Super Bowl, and they haven't gotten it done. Matt LaFleur is Matt LaFleur and Lamar Jackson are on similar trajectories as NFL coaches / players.
Let's remember to talk about this with Evan next week when we drive for his national thoughts, because the Lamar Jackson conversation nationally, I think this is going to be really interesting for him to weigh in on next week when we catch up with Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike. Are the Brewers in that same category too? As they're dragging the NLCS? Because they've been to that a handful of times now.
They're dragging his finances.
Well, that's boring. 844-770-3776. Keep it coming on the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. Liss is more. No Jason, his summer sabbatical is underway, so Tausch is going to tell us about Steinhafels, who's bringing us Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary.
Love our friends at Steinhafels. Been here from the jump with us. We love heading over to any Steinhafels that we like getting to, doing our show, and you should too. Looking for better sleep? Perfect time to shop over at Steinhafels. For a limited time, you can get a free foundation with any qualifying Beauty Rest mattress purchase. Queen Beauty Rest mattresses start at $1,499. You can upgrade to the luxurious Beauty Rest Black King adjustable base set, and you'll enjoy $500 in instant savings. Plus, with 60-month financing, it's easier than ever to bring home the comfort you deserve. Visit your nearest Steinhafels showroom or shop online at steinhafels.com, and also play our game that Steinhafels is playing. We do that, every Tuesday?
Every Steinhafels Sleeper the last 10 years.
$500 gift certificate. Steinhafels is the best, man. Relax. It's Steinhafels.
Speaking of the 10-year anniversary, our Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions coming up at 11:15. Make sure you stick around for that. I want to talk a little Wisconsin Badgers football. Can we do that coming up next? Do you mind?
I'm kind of humming with this, but you're running the show today.
Well, okay. I'll see what the texts look like. There's a Badgers thing I want to get to here.
I also want to kind of find out, because I also got a text about who is the Packers' daddy, player-wise. Who has been the daddy that has kind of limited what our opportunities are? Kaepernick is got to be at the top of that list.
Yeah.
Russ? You think Kaepernick?
Kaepernick more than
discuss.
Russ.
Well, this is how you, Jesse. This is how you tease this out.
Oh,
tease
that's
it out.
rich.
Go for it.
Who's the Packers' daddy? We'll talk about it next on Wilde and Tausch.
Why are you using that voice?
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tausch here. People ask, why did I join UW Credit Union? Well, let's break it down. Convenient local branches, easy to use mobile banking app, rewards checking with early payday, and that beautiful Bucky debit card. Also, they've been serving Wisconsin since 1931, which means they have local expertise that's actually local. So stop by a branch or visit uwcu.org to join today and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
People travel the world to collect Hard Rock shirts, and Hard Rock Casino Rockford is going to give the people what they want. Get in on the action at Hard Rock Casino Rockford, where all new Unity card signups receive an official Hard Rock shirt, plus free play to kickstart a winning streak. Whether you're spinning the slots or playing the tables, you'll be dressed for success. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's Hard Rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Vortex Golf makes rangefinders for serious golfers who need an accurate number every time. With 3 options, the Blade, Blade Slope, and Anarch, there's a Vortex rangefinder that fits your game. Crystal clear optics and features like image stabilization keep you steady in big moments. Plus, every Vortex Golf product is backed by a no-questions-asked lifetime warranty. If you're looking for an accurate number every time, Vortex Golf belongs on your bag. Grab yours and everything you need for golf season in Wisconsin at Shields.com.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight Solar now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at everlightroofing.com. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com.
Wisconsin sports through 2 very different lenses.
We're all angsty about Sean Eichhorst. Here are 2 things. He is qualified and he is capable. I don't know. That's kind of what you want out of an athletic director, right?
Okay, and qualified because he's had similar roles. I don't want to make a positive into a negative, but we talked about him being at Nebraska.
Molly and Jim, presented by Coors Light. Weekdays 4 to 6 on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. The first half is over.
Grisham back, it is gone!
And it was one for the history books.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out! A complete game shutout!
Now, it's the playoff push.
The track wall gone! Drilled it high and deep into the night! Mizorowski lighting up the radar gun. Down the line, fair and gone!
Tune into the second half right here on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's home of the Brewers. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
So how would you like me to say, who's your daddy?
Whatever you did at the end is how I don't want you to do it. I'm not going to get into how you should, if that makes sense.
Fair enough.
I hope it does.
Who is it?
As I was thinking about it and delving through this era, there's obviously a few, but I think it's hard-pressed with what Kaepernick has done. I think he's probably the guy.
And we're talking individual players for this question.
Yes.
We're not saying...
We don't have Maury Povich on. We don't have multiple daddies here. It's a singular
I was going to say, for
deal.
all the times you've been in here when Maury Povich has been on, you would have thought
we got golf on today. The Open.
Sooner. Yeah, over in
somewhere
England.
over there,
Yeah, somewhere. Kaepernick is the first guy that comes to mind because of what he individually did in multiple playoff games to take the Packers down. Is there a current player? Like Jalen Hurts? No. Caleb Williams? Is he trending that way?
I mean,
I'm kind of scared of that.
If you're a Palm, yeah, he's the the
Bears
big reason.
fans would say he's their daddy.
Yep. I would not. It's not enough yet, but obviously that's how it played out.
Dan Campbell for a hot minute was, but I don't think he is
not,
anymore.
No. I mean, you could probably say Ben Johnson.
Oh, no.
That would be, if you're going current today, what is today, the 16th? Ben Johnson.
I think you might be right, and I hate that.
I still don't think he collects up to what Kaepernick has done to us, but that took two seasons that he ended for us?
Yeah.
That's a lot in this league.
Plus a couple of regular season performances, too, once he became the starter. 844-770-3776, talking about slaying the dragon this hour for the Green Bay Packers. Let's go to Jason in Hales Corners on the carbless ESPN Wisconsin talking text line. Maybe not. All right. We will not go to Jason in Hales Corners. So, okay, if we're talking who's the daddy... Was Lovie Smith ever the daddy?
I don't think we'd go that far. I mean,
no.
he won maybe like a secondary stepdad.
Randy Moss?
He definitely had some moments. Yeah.
But was it enough to say I'm their daddy?
I mean, he forced you to draft 3 corners the following year. I'd say that his rookie season daddy-ized us a little bit, yeah.
844-770-3776 was Favre when he went to Minnesota for that year.
It was a tough year.
Owen says Jason's back. Do we believe him?
Let's see.
Jason in Hales Corners, second chance, last chance to join us on Wilde and Tausch. How's it going?
It's going great, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I think the Dragon is, one, stop being the 7th seed. We got to win the damn division. Like Homer says all the time, win the damn division. We can't be the 7th seed. And we got to get past that first round. And if we do, I think we got something going. But the big one, the very biggest one, I think, is the NFC Championship game. We get there, and if we can get past that, the sky's the limit. So that's my biggest thing that I'd want to just put out there for you guys. Thanks for taking my call. You guys have a great day, and I'll be listening to you every day from now on. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Jason. Thanks so much. So he agrees with the NFC Championship.
I think the NFC Championship is the right answer.
I think we've identified that here.
And obviously we have not gotten there. Been a couple of years, right? So just getting back there, while I think it would satiate Packer fans for a bit, if you want to slay a dragon, getting back and being on that national stage for 2 weeks and having an opportunity to walk out of there with a Lombardi trophy, that is what Packer fans are just thirsting for. Obviously, Matt LaFleur is too. Jordan Love is. Everybody is. And you have to get there. But I just think as we sit here today, anything that happens in the regular season, it's not as much as, if you recall, when the Bucs ran through the regular season, we're the 1 seed, and we ended up losing to Toronto and Kawhi. That was after that game. It was like, I don't care what happens in the rest of the regular season. It's all about the playoffs. I'm feeling like I don't know if we're at that stage yet in the Jordan Love era that we can feel that way. I want to, but I'm not sure that's where my head's at. My head's still with, you got to win the division. You need to win a playoff game. We need to start building this thing back. But the NFL, it's not the Pistons Bulls where you have to kind of take your lumps. That's not how this works. Sam Darnold didn't take no lumps. Sam Darnold didn't take no lumps. In Seattle, he took lumps.
In Minnesota, he lost in the division or the wild card round before he got traded to Seattle. Or
but my
that
point,
worked
Jalen
out.
Hurts didn't have to take lumps to get past whoever when he got his championship. So the NFL, it's not as much about now. There's still, you have to learn the ways, but team building is so much different now. It's no longer your core. In the NBA, it's a tough comp because there's 5 guys. But in this league, it's now getting hot, staying healthy, and being as strong as you can be at the end of the year. It's not as much how you play in October. Those things are important to get seeded and everything else, but I don't know if we as Packer fans, because it's been so long since we won the division, I can't sit there and poo-poo the regular season because I still have a ton of questions about that part of it. But for Matt LaFleur, I do think it all comes down to you just got to win playoff games. That's it. That's the simple solution to all this. Why is Jordan Love not in the top 10? Why is Matt LaFleur underrated? Why is that? Why? It all comes back to you have to perform when the lights are the brightest, and we have not done that on a consistent basis for 15 years.
844-770-3776. That is the Carbless ESPN Wisconsin talk and text line. One parallel question here from mailman Jeff in McFarland, his second contribution to our show today. Do you really think home field is an advantage for the Packers in the playoffs anymore? Remember when teams used to be defeated just getting off the bus coming to Lambeau? The team hasn't been anywhere near that tough in years.
Yes, there's still, I think, a big-time advantage to be had. I think it's still important. Is it to the same degree as maybe it has been in the past? No. But I still believe playing at home, having 75, 80,000 people helping and having the conditions and all of the elements, I do think that part of it is still really important. Is it to the same degree that it was in the Lombardi era? Obviously not.
Last text here from Austin in Salt Lake City, then we're going to play trivia coming up next. Is Shanahan the Packers' daddy?
I think that's a fair argument.
But what he says by that, and he clarifies, both senior and junior have given the Packers bad playoff losses.
Oof.
Mike Shanahan with the Broncos in Super Bowl 32.
We're aware.
Kyle Shanahan on multiple occasions with the San Francisco 49ers.
Boy, tough to argue with them.
And he was also on the Falcons staff with the LaTroy Guion covering Julio
right
Jones
guard.
game, or
Gooch
whoever that was.
Playing right guard. Shanahan's duel. Definitely dragged.
The Shanahans are the daddy of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I no arguments for me on that.
Austin and Salt Lake City.
And then plus the guy tried to steal your girlfriend.
Yeah. Add that in too. The NFC Championship
and
game.
he was supposedly your best friend.
No.
Yeah, Shanahan's win.
Good one there from Austin and Salt Lake City. All right, fun conversation here during the 10 o'clock hour. Not really. It was a lot talking about losses and things that have gone poorly for the Green Bay Packers.
It's been 15 years. Those are the facts, Jack.
Where we're at. Time now for trivia. 844-770-3776. It has been 16 years. It'll be the 16th season since the Packers have reached the Super Bowl. Is that correct?
Boy,
2010
crazy.
season.
It seems like that math adds up.
So we'll take caller 16 coming up next. It is Badgers Trivia Thursday. Badgers Trivia Thursday here on Wilde and Tausch, because I want to have a Badgers conversation with Old T before we get to some of the rest of the fun we have, including our Trivia Tournament of Champions coming up in the 11 o'clock hour. Good old trivia with us coming up next. Badgers Trivia Thursday. Your chance to win a gift package from Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf this week. Caller 16 right now at 844-770-3776. Badgers Trivia Thursday coming up next on Wilde and Tausch.
Is it time to worry about the health of The Miz?
The Miz scares the hell out of me because I want him to be healthy forever. Everything from a holistic view, you're good. As long as everything with arm fatigue is good.
This is Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
You, rah, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Shop Beauty Rest mattresses at Steinhoffels. Queen start at only $1,499, or get $500 off Beauty Rest Black King adjustable base sets. Only at Steinhoffels. With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. Badgers guard Zach Kinzinger spoke after a summer practice Tuesday afternoon, and it sounds like new AD Sean Eichhorst is already a familiar face around Wisconsin basketball.
He came and introduced himself. Saw him around a couple other times already, talked to him personally, so I think that's huge for the players, just to kind of have that relationship with him. Maybe it's day one or something, but just to kind of see his face and meet him and have a really good talk with him at practice, it's a good start for sure.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Brian Butch here. From high school All-American to Division I to the pros, I know every detail matters when it comes to performance. And right now, Iron Jock is giving you one more reason to gear up. From July 9th through July 19th, when you spend $30 or more at IronJock.com, you'll get a free pair of Iron Jock low-cut performance socks automatically added to your order. No codes, no hassle, just premium performance gear built for everyday movement. Iron Jock products are moisture wicking and powered by silver ion technology to help fight odor-causing bacteria. Iron Jock, built on performance, built to last, built in Wisconsin. Shop now at IronJock.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Mike, what's one of the most important questions people should be asking about metal roofing?
It should be who's doing the installation. It takes focus, precision, and technical experience. We'll answer all your questions.
After all, we are masters of metal roofing.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Sweda. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Sweda metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Sweda Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
ESPN Wisconsin celebrates Wilde and Tausch's 10-year anniversary, presented by Steinhoffels.
Our very first guest, Aaron Rodgers. Give us an over-under on what number would you set for how many shows we do together?
Daily, 52 weeks in a year. I'm going to say you do about 230.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary is also brought to you by Sendix, by Outdoor Living Unlimited, by Gruber Law Offices, by UW Credit Union, and by Events by Design.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited with my brother and business partner, Eric Brown. Siding Unlimited is Madison's choice for siding, windows, roofing, and doors.
Siding Unlimited delivers on expectations because our experience, integrity, and craftsmanship come through on every project.
For new siding, windows, roofing, and doors, call 608-220-0005 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Is it time to worry about the health of The Miz?
Until I see him back on the mound being the regular Miz, I'm going to have a pause for the cause and a pause for concern. Why would you not, especially the way that this season has gone?
You're listening to Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tausch, Jesse and Tausch today. Summer sabbatical season. Jason Wilde has some time off. Have some fun things planned for next week.
Yeah, we do.
Homer, by the way, scheduled to be our cousin sub of the day tomorrow on the program. How are you going to do that? Are you going to take the lead? Are you going to let Homer lead things?
No, he'll take the lead, and then I'll just talk more. It's typical how that goes.
All right. Can't wait to see how that goes. It'll be fun tomorrow. I appreciate all of you, especially on the YouTube comments, who are having fun today with me filling in as the cousin sub of the day. Guess what? You get more of me next week. Suckers. Time now for trivia presented by Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Cousin Subs. Cool down with the summer shake from Cousin Subs. Enjoy 4 delicious flavors: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and mint. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. And by Vortex Golf. Trivia winners this week receive a hat, ball marker, sticker, and a blade rangefinder courtesy of Vortex Golf. Rangefinders you can bet on.
A great prize pack and one of our Trivia Tournament of Champions moving on after a thrilling performance. That was just last week, I think. Coach Aaron Mack is our contestant today. Coach Mack, welcome back to Wilde and Tausch Trivia. How you been?
Hey, boys.
That was a heck of a win by Coach
That was a heck of a win. Went to extra time last night.
Just a great, competitive, hard-fought game.
And the Trivia Tournament of Champions presented by Events by Design continues coming up in about 20 minutes when we have Brian in Williams Bay taking on Jim on the South Side in what should be a thrilling matchup this week as well. Badgers Trivia Tuesday here in Wilde and Tausch Trivia. Coach Mack, here is your first question. For nearly 20 years, who has been the play-by-play voice of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball, which you can hear entering its third season this fall on ESPN Madison, 620 WTMJ, and ESPN Beaver Dam? Has that play-by-play voice for nearly 20 years been John Audius, Jay Wilson, or Jesse Nelson?
Oh, let's go John Audius.
Good answer.
You've been doing
Coach
that 20 years.
2008. I double-checked. Fact-checked that this morning.
I would
2008 he started.
fact-check again. How did John does a fantastic job. All right, Coach. New Wisconsin Badgers AD Sean Eichhorst was an all-conference defensive back when he played Division III college football at which WIAC school?
WIAC.
Well, I've heard it both ways. Is it La Crosse, Oshkosh, or Whitewater?
Whitewater War Pigs.
Yes, sir.
Coach Mack knows a thing or two about that. All right, question number 3 and a chance at a perfect day for Coach Aaron Mack. Who was Wisconsin's starting quarterback the last time the Badgers played at Lambeau Field, defeating number 5 LSU to open the 2016 season? Without seeing the options, Tausch, do you know this off the top of your head?
I think so.
Coach Mack, was it Alex Hornibrook, Joel Stave, or Bart Houston?
Bart Houston.
That's what I guess.
And you would be correct. Bart Houston. Unexpected great season for Wisconsin football
he was
that year.
a 5-star kid coming out.
I think he was.
He was a highly touted
4-star.
Was he 4?
At LaSalle High School in California.
And he only started the 1 year at Wisconsin, 2016. And what a year it was.
It was a year.
Helped him lead to a Cotton Bowl victory that year over P.J. Fleck in Western Michigan. Bart Houston started with a win over number 5 LSU and Leonard Fournette at Lambeau Field. Coach Mack, you have all of the entry. You have been on fire playing trivia with us here over the last week. Not only do you advance in the bracket in the round of 8, the quarterfinals of the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions, you also have all 4 entries in the cheese fry helmet for our drawing that takes place tomorrow. Thanks for playing. We always appreciate hearing from you, Coach Mack.
Hey, thanks, boys. Love you.
Coach Mack.
Aaron Mack, one of our buddies, good friend of the show.
Is he now the favorite to win the whole thing?
I mean, when you take down Jerry on the Prairie,
he slayed a dragon.
That was dragon
Coach
slaying.
Mack was a dragon slaying fool last week.
In extra time, and I did bring the coin back for you. You get to hear. I got the draft. I used
What
this
would you
as my
say in your
ball marker
What would you say in
yesterday.
your life is the big dragon that you need to slay?
Me?
Yeah.
Clock management on Wilde and Tausch.
Yeah.
So we start the 11 o'clock hour in 2 minutes.
That dragon is breathing a lot of fire yet.
Don't go anywhere. 11 o'clock hour coming your way next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Dave Kane. You're listening to Madison's Home of the Bucks, a good Karma brand radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison. This is Owen Dimple with your Sports Center update, brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. Do the Green Bay Packers need to take advantage of a light schedule in their first 4 weeks of the 2026 season? On Unsportsmanlike this morning, Michelle Smallman listed the Packers as the team that needs to start the fastest. And that begins with Jordan Love.
If you, as Jordan Love, are the quarterback and you are the leader and you are the guy that is not only going to be in MVP conversations, but in Super Bowl conversations, with Micah Parsons, the best player on this football team, not being available for that defensive unit, it is up to you to get this team off to a fast start. You go at Minnesota, at the Jets versus Atlanta, then Tampa Bay before you see Chicago week 5. You need to get it done to start the season, Jordan Love.
And ESPN's Jeremy Fowler released his final NFL top 10 rankings from each position this morning with the safeties. To see where Packers safety Xavier McKinney ranks, head on over to ESPN.com. It's the final day of the All-Star break for the Milwaukee Brewers. They return tomorrow night when they play the Miami Marlins. Wilde and Tausch continues next.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com. Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year, Jason Wilde.
Joining us now is the Green Bay Packers' new head coach, Matt LaFleur on Wilde and Tausch.
Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher.
Matt LaFleur, Matt Nagy, and Matt Patricia. Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach not named Matt? No, I'm sorry.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio at ESPN Madison.
Who is the most famous non-NFC North head coach named Matt? Matt Damon, Matt Ryan, somebody else.
And celebrating 10 great years on ESPN Wisconsin.
Can you repeat that question?
Sorry.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
O'clock hour, Wilde and Tausch, Jesse and Tausch today. I got a little notification on my phone yesterday while I was out at the Madison School and Community Recreation golf outing, and it prompted me to click on it. From CBS Sports, they unveiled their...
Shine on Sports!
No, this is not related to Adam Shine, although he does have a show on CBS Sports Network. The hot seat rankings for all 138 FBS college football head coaches. It's that week of the year where we have a lot of rankings coming out, a lot of articles of this
Dragon
nature.
Slade.
Exactly.
Did you answer what your personal thing is to slay dragons?
Winning over the YouTube commenters probably would be a big one for me, but calling them suckers probably not going to go a long way for me on that.
I think you guys have a good working relationship with the dwellers.
Most of them. A few of them are kind of mean sometimes. Who don't like mean?
The mean world out there.
I don't mind getting after you. I don't like mean. There's a line there. All right, over at CBS Sports. So they ranked every college football head coach, FBS, 138 of them. And they give them a ranking 1 to 5.
So there must be 2 new teams that are FBS from last year.
Yes, North Dakota State, and I don't remember who the other one is.
I bet Riley knows.
Out east, I think.
Riley, you're listening. Tell us the 138th when you get a second.
There are 2 more, so it's 138 this year. And so the hot...
You know, the only reason I know that we were was 136 last year. Mm-hmm. And I don't even want to go into why.
Oh, I'll tell you, Tausch. You don't have to say it. The Badgers' offense ranked 135th of the 136 FBS teams.
Who was 136 again?
Massachusetts.
UMass.
Yep.
Canby. Calipari.
136 was UMass, and number 135 was the UW-Mess. Am I right? Thank you. Okay. So, 3 coaches are ranked a number 5 on a scale of 1 to 5, meaning they have the hottest possible seat entering this season.
I have a feeling I know who's going to be on that list.
There are 3 of them. Number 1 is Mike Norvell of Florida State. That's who you were going to say him, right?
I was thinking he'd be in the mix, yep.
Number 2 with Wisconsin ties, Dave Aranda.
Oh, is that right?
At Baylor, former Badgers defensive coordinator. He's been at Baylor for 6 seasons now. And he's on the hot seat down there for the Bears. Number 3, we wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't him. Luke Fickell checking in with the hottest possible seat. Win or get fired on the ranking scale system.
So there's only
CBS
3 on
Sports.
a 5 that seats at a 5.
There are only 3 who are at the 5, the maximum number you can have on and it's like 1.3,
sure,
3.4.
So if
like
it's Smokey the Bear, it's like flammable.
This is
like whatever that thing is.
Like what it is outside today.
Very
like
smoky today.
Yes, very dangerous. That is where it has Luke Fickell and the Wisconsin Badgers entering this season. That is not a surprise to you, to me, to Owen, to Riley, to anybody. We all know they got to win this
I don't
year.
think it's a surprise to everybody involved. Like, I think everybody has watched what's happened and understands how important this season is for Luke and his staff and the players, everybody involved. It's a big year. And we looked at last year as this schedule is a blank, and it was. I mean, I think if you looked, you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone that had a more difficult schedule to deal with. This year, that changed. Obviously, the players have changed, but there is no question when you look at the overall picture and you want to start talking hot seats and everything else, this is a huge year for the Wisconsin Badgers and, in particular, Luke Fickell.
Everybody knows that, including the head coach, Luke Fickell, no doubt. Now, CBS did elaborate a little bit here in this article. They did say last year, entering the season, there were 8 coaches who had a 4.1 or higher, like the danger zone on this scale.
Yeah, seat's hot. Let's just,
5 of the 8 were fired. 2 of them turned their programs around incredibly. Brent Venables at Oklahoma and the Arizona coach went from like a 3-win season to a 9-win season.
Okay.
So it's possible. There's also coaches who had metrics on this that were a lot lower, not on the hot seat, who got fired. Brian Kelly was a 3.33, and Penn State James Franklin was a 1.3 entering the season. So he had, by this metric, like one of the safest seats.
Sure.
And still got fired after that loss to Oregon in double overtime at home. So that's not to say that this is a perfect system by any means. It's not to say that there is doom impending in the 2026 season at Wisconsin. There's still a lot that can happen. And I think, as we've heard Matt LePay say, as we've heard you say, as we've heard a bunch of people, Sean Eichhorst, there are a lot of things Wisconsin can do going into this season to turn it around. And they've already taken about as many steps as you can to do that. New athletic director, a bunch of different players coming in the transfer portal. I think a lot of this season comes down to what they do week 1 against Notre Dame. That might not be fair. They might win a bunch of games and still lose in that first week at Lambeau Field, but you can completely hit the reset button, win over the fan base, and turn this thing around with 4 good quarters of football and a surprise on a national stage on Labor Day Sunday night.
I obviously, starting out in a high-profile game against a big-time opponent, is going to be a huge indicator of where we're at and also what we can do. I don't know what the point spread is. I think it's pretty substantial. I think Las Vegas is not looking at this as going to be a close football game, and I'm okay with that. I think this is the way last season played out, and how we're viewed is how we're viewed. But that first game will be a big-time table setter for how this season's going to go. I would argue winning, losing, however, it's more about what we look like and if we've shown and seen a lot of improvements. I actually think the Penn State game will be your really big indicator, which is week 4. I think if you go, they obviously had a ton of change. They fired their coach. They brought a new guy in from Iowa State, and we're going out there. And I think that will be a very good what's the word? Barometer?
Barometer.
Very good
measuring
barometer,
stick.
measuring stick, whatever it might be, of where this program is and where we could be moving forward. Because that game, when you start looking at the Notre Dame game, is going to be tough sledding. I hope that we are in a great spot and we have an opportunity to go win that game. That would be huge. But I do think that Penn State game is going to be the tipping point game to see which way this season is going to go.
That's the last weekend in September, and then, of course, the season opens up at Lambeau Field Sunday night, September 6th, 6:30 kickoff on NBC, Wisconsin and Notre Dame. They call it the Shamrock Series. It's just my own personal thing. I don't like calling it that because, it's at Lambeau Field.
You don't like mint.
No, we didn't call the game when we played Notre Dame at Soldier Field, which was technically a Badgers home game. That didn't have a fancy name. But because it's...
I think it was Shamrock Series.
No, it wasn't...
No, that was Shamrock Series.
Part of the Shamrock Series. It's Notre Dame's running this.
Well,
they are. They've played other teams in
Notre Dame. I can't stand them.
Okay.
Like, why do they get that? They get their own TV network. They're the only team that won't join a conference. They get to call a series whatever the heck they want it. I refuse to call it the Shamrock Series.
This is the hill you're dying on?
Yeah,
I'm not going
to give them this.
What are you going to call it then?
It's Lambeau Field. The stadium's going to be 80% red Badgers fans.
I don't know about that, Jim.
It should be.
It's not going to be.
It better be.
It's not going to be.
This is not a Notre Dame game.
I'm going to tell you right now, I will be happier than a clam if it's 50-50.
Oh, boy.
You understand Notre Dame is a big deal, and going to Lambeau is a big deal?
Yeah, but it's a big deal for Badgers fans who are
agree.
all right here, including those who
we
live
have
right
sold
outside
all of
the
our
stadium.
tickets. I think at 50-50. But the LSU game was 50-50. LSU game was 50-50. It's a bowl game.
That didn't look like 50-50.
Go pull up the video. It's
I remember
50.
watching that game.
I was there.
There were LSU fans.
I was there, and it was 50-50.
Yeah.
And LSU came in and had a great rip-roaring time until they didn't. And I hope the same happens whatever day you just said is the game.
I do too, and I guess if you're a Notre Dame supporter or whoever you may be, I still hope you pledge your allegiance to UW Credit Union.
Indeed, for every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here forever you, proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals. I love their mobile app. It's a simple way to check accounts, make transfers, and more. It's a very smart play from the pocket. Unique, exclusive debit cards that you can only get at UW Credit Union. Partnering up with a bunch of UW schools, teams, and artists to create credit debit card designs that are as unique as you are. Join today at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions do apply.
The Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions, presented by Events by Design, continues next. Jim on the South Side versus Brian in Williams Bay. The drama, extra time last week. Will these old reliables in the blue blood region of our tournament live up to the hype? We will see. Coming up next on Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. Well, I've been telling you for a while now how much I love Pizza Hut, going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. Well, how's this for a throwback? Introducing Pizza Hut's Throwback Value Menu. Features their iconic personal pan pizza for just $3. And a medium, one-topping, original, stuffed crust pizza, just $10. Take a look for yourself to find more deals on 2-liter soda, breadsticks, and much, much more. You asked for it, so they delivered. It's the Throwback Value Menu from Pizza Hut. Order online at pizzahut.com or download the Pizza Hut app to find more about this and a bunch of other great deals. The Throwback Value Menu, only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Creating lasting impressions every season, every day. That's the Olson Toon Landscaping difference. Since 1997, Olson Toon has been transforming outdoor spaces across Dane County. From landscaping and concrete to excavation and maintenance, they're your one team for everything outdoors, keeping your property looking its best year-round. With experienced professionals and a collaborative approach, every project is built around your vision. Ready to elevate your space? Let's get started. Head to olsontoon.com today.
Bringing summer gatherings to the next level is just another thing we do at Celebrations Entertainment. Hi, it's Jeffrey. With rental items like sound equipment, photo booths, and even yard games, you can make your event the party that everyone talks about. Any event like graduation parties, block parties, or even a backyard barbecue can be elevated with fun, interactive items to make everyone ask, hey, how'd you pull this off? Just tell them celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
The best summer moments aren't always planned, and that's why Carbless is made for whatever's next. Delivering bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail, Carbless is ready to go wherever summer takes you. With 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and only 100 calories, it fits seamlessly into your lifestyle so that you can enjoy every summer moment with Bliss. And while you're making the most of the season, try the limited-time Americana Backyard Bliss Variety Pack or the Lemon Iced Tea 4-pack before they're gone. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip. Find your Bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
Planning for your financial future shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Brian from KMP Wealth Management, and I believe your financial plan should be as unique as you are. Whether you're a details person or you prefer the simplified view, we've got you covered. Plus, with our easy-to-use online platform, you can check your progress anytime, anywhere, even at 2 a.m. in your pajamas if that's your thing. At Canopy Wealth Management, we promise care, competence, and clarity in everything that we do. Get started today at canopy-wealth.com.
Paid for by Canopy Wealth Management. Canopy Wealth Management is registered as an investment advisor with the SEC.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
The sound of summer is on ESPN Madison.
And a fly ball to deep right center. It is going to be gone!
Madison's home of the Brewers.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out!
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Hit well, back, it is gone!
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by Canopy Wealth Management and the Metro family of auto dealers.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Anywhere in the trivia rules.
Catch your breath.
What would happen in the event of not being able to connect properly with one of our contestants? Thankfully, we are not.
One of the old reliables, too.
Yeah, which is ironic. But thankfully, that is not an issue for us. We are connected.
Yeah, it looked like you had everything under control back there as you're sprinting back and forth and completely out of breath.
Not completely out of breath.
A lot of breath.
I'm a sneaky good sprinter.
You almost fell over.
Here's a guy that worries about tipping over all the time. All right, and with that, no Jason Wilde today as his summer sabbatical is underway. He will be back with us in a little while. You have Jesse and Tausch today, and hopefully that bodes well for at least one of our contestants coming up in our Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions presented by Events by Design.
Wilde and Tausch's 10th anniversary presented by Steinhoffels. Nostalgia?
It's the best sports show in the state. It has been since 2016. It will continue to be. It's not even remotely close.
Appreciation.
I'm happy that with our partners and with our fans, we're able to kind of celebrate this.
Fun.
It's clear that you guys have done an unbelievable job of appealing to fans, partners, not as much teammates.
And competition.
The greatest of all time.
16 champions enter, but only one will achieve true greatness. This is the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions, brought to you by Events by Design. For over 25 years, Events by Design has helped organizations create seamless, unforgettable events that leave a lasting impression. Search online Events by Design. We design, you party.
The Old Reliables region, our second matchup in the round of 16 in the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions. Presented by Events by Design. It features 2 stalwarts of Wilde and Tausch Trivia. They call to weigh in on the Green Bay Packers. They call to play trivia. Longtime contributors to our show, and they join us now in the Trivia Tournament of Champions. First, we welcome in formerly Brian in Greenfield. The show's been running for 10 years. He's moved since he started calling in, and he's now Brian in Williams Bay. Brian, good morning and welcome to Wilde and Tausch.
Good morning. Sorry to scare you.
Well, you weren't the one who scared me, believe it or not. There might have been someone else here who was involved with the...
Mumble.
The other one, which I learned in the 10 years, I always assumed but never asked until I asked him to play the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions. The South Side is Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I assumed, but I never knew for sure. It could have been the south end of Waukesha or Racine or Janesville. But it is Jim on the south side of Milwaukee, and he joins us for the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions. Jim, good morning, and welcome to the contest.
Good morning, and thanks for the invitation. I'd like to wish Brian the best of luck, although he was on yesterday, so I don't know if that's a rules infraction.
We did ask about that, if there was eligibility issues.
No rules infraction.
But you know what, Jim? Just like the NCAA, there are no rules. We just do whatever the hell we want, and that's what Brian has decided to do, and we've run with it.
Well,
I got one other thing. Is there?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Who's got one more thing to say here?
Well,
go
there's
ahead,
no
Brian.
prize in this.
Correct. No, yes, with no prize in this except for pride, which you are both very well aware of.
I would argue this is the grand poobah of prizes.
The eternal glory
Yes.
of being the Wilde and Tausch Trivia
No,
Tournament
I
of
do
Champions
love a good
winner.
rangefinder, and I do love cousin subs,
Yep.
so they take that for what it's worth, too. But Brian could win twice this week, and we don't know if those rules are in place. We'll find out, and we'll see. So I have the coin.
You do.
I'm going to do this. Brian will be draft.
Okay.
Green Bayside. The give back will be Jim.
Okay.
Does that seem fair? I will flip it.
Good flip.
It is Jim on the south side, and give back, Jim. You can get my questions or you can get Jesse's, and you can pick. Well, I don't know who gets to pick.
You pick. Do you want Tausch's questions or mine? And do you want to go first or second?
I've always had luck playing with Tausch, so I'll go first with Tausch, please.
Let's go. And here we go. Badgers trivia under question 1. Which of these is the real name of an early season non-conference showcase the Wisconsin Badgers volleyball team is participating in this coming season? Kind of a tough question right out of the gates. Is it the opening Spike Classic, the first set challenge, or are you netty for some volleyball?
I have no idea, so I'm going with number 1.
And you are correct. You like that netty, aren't you?
I thought are you netty for some volleyball is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you. So Jim is on the board with his first question correct. Brian, your chance to match him. In the category song lyrics for your first question. Song lyrics. Where you go back to the Christmas carols. A Wilde and Tausch trivia staple for this one. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Was it 4 calling birds, 4 French hens, or 4 days off?
4 calling birds.
Brian, he knows a thing or two about the
4 calling birds. Yep,
you got it. All right. Everybody's on the board in round number 1.
All right. Wilde and Tausch history is question 2. My first singing headline occurred in the 2022 season as a parody of which of these artists when the Packers played the Detroit Lions? Is it Aretha Franklin, Eminem, or Shania Twain?
I think it's Eminem on your greatest hits album.
Yes, indeed. Boy, that was something.
The fact that we had a greatest hits album, and you can bet that will be part of our 10th anniversary special coming up on Saturday, August 8th. No doubt about it. But yes, Eminem was the correct answer. So Jim is 2 for 2 so far. Brian, got to stay with him with this one. Another question about Tausch. This one in Green Bay Packers trivia. On which of these holidays did Tausch catch what would have been the only touchdown reception of his career until it was called back due to a penalty? Talked about quite frequently here on Wilde and Tausch. On which holiday did that Tausch touchdown catch that wasn't occur? Was it on Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, or New Year's Day?
Thanksgiving.
I'm sorry, Brian. That is incorrect. Tausch, when was it?
Twas the play before Gray Rugemer got a holding penalty on a keep pass, which is almost impossible to happen, but that took away my touchdown.
Christmas Day, the correct answer.
Christmas Day is I figured that twas the night before would get that. Last one, you can close up shop here and win this thing outright with U.S. presidents. Which of these former U.S. presidents is enshrined in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame? Is it Dwight D. Eisenhower, Abraham Lincoln, or Rutherford B. Hayes?
Can I have those again, please?
Certainly. Certainly you can. Wrestling Hall of Fame. Is it Eisenhower, Lincoln, or Rutherford B. Hayes?
I got to go with Eisenhower.
Oh, and he's still alive.
Not only did Abe Lincoln end slavery, he also was a wrestler. Pretty good little run there for Abe.
One of 4 presidents in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Great top hat.
Great top hat, indeed.
There's 3 other presidents in there.
George Washington. I only know this because I put William Howard Taft as one of the answers.
Because he was heavy.
And then I thought, you know what? I should look this up. And Taft is actually in the Hall of Fame, too.
For wrestling?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Washington, Taft, and I do not remember who. Theodore Roosevelt, I think, is the other one. Yeah. All right, so that means...
Speak softly, carry a big stick.
Jim has 2 of his 3 correct. He's done. Brian has 1 correct with 1 remaining. Brian, you need this one to force extra time in our very controversial rules.
And we don't know how many questions we'll have in extra time. It'll just be whatever the ref wants. Just so we get this thing back to soccer, which is brought to you by...
Your discount liquor soccer update. Stop by their Milwaukee or Waukesha locations for all your tailgating needs. Brian, are you ready?
I'm ready.
In the category Sports Current Events, which of these legendary baseball sluggers was not an analyst featured on Netflix's coverage of the 2026 Home Run Derby earlier this week? Which of these players was not an analyst on Netflix's coverage of the Derby? Albert Pujols, Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds.
I would have guessed Bonds. Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds is the guess from Brian in Williams Bay to stay alive. I'm sorry, Brian. Bonds was one of the analysts on Netflix's coverage. Ken Griffey Jr. was not. And with that, Jim on the South Side advances in the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions.
No penalty kicks. Not looking at our watch. I love the sportsmanship.
I didn't lose. I just finished second.
I love the sportsmanship of everybody in this trivia champions. Great work, fellas.
Yep. So first of all, okay, Brian, thanks so much for being part of the tournament. Even though today didn't go your way, you had a good day yesterday, and you still have a chance to win the drawing for Cousin Subs and Vortex Golf this week. You will just not be crowned.
You guys is always a good day.
Yep. You will not be crowned the Trivia Tournament of Champions, but thank you so much for being part of it and being part of the show over our 10 great years. And Jim, on the South Side, congratulations. You, sir, are moving on in the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions. Congratulations, Jim. Any parting words after your victory here today?
Yeah, I would have guessed Barry Bonds, too. I just would like to, you guys keep calling this division the Blue Bloods division rather than the old guys division. And I'm glad to have lasted this long.
The old reliables. And I guess maybe I did mean that everybody in this division was a little bit on the experienced end of things when we put it together. But no, it is because you guys are so consistently part of the show with us. And so we thank you, Jim, and congratulations. You've got a big showdown in the quarterfinals with Coach Aaron Mack and DeForest. One of you will advance to the final. Can we say that? I don't know what we can say.
I don't know what you
I'm
can
not going to say that because we do have a partner attached to this.
Just
Anyway,
give him some leeches.
Congratulations, Jim. And you're moving on.
Thanks, and thanks, Tausch, for those questions.
Yeah, they were easy. They were I thought nice for Jim.
well,
Jim
yeah.
made the right call with the coin toss win.
I mean, we got half the questions wrong today.
Yeah.
3 out of 6 were incorrect.
That's about where we should be. It
A little
should be
tougher
tough.
day today
Absolutely.
for the Trivia Tournament of Champions.
Will you get them even more difficult as we get down to the finals?
I would say this. Once we get to the quarterfinals or for sure the semifinals, there will not be a joke answer in the first
The
question.
joke is part of the deal. You got to keep the jokes.
All
They're
right.
fun.
Well, we
You can make the first 2 tighter and then the third one, so it's a 50-50 shot instead of a 33% shot.
We make up the rules as we go. And that leaves
definitely true.
Only one of our divisions remaining, the Hard at Work region, which features all of our occupational fans of Wilde and Tausch. Chef Ed, Mike the Wedding DJ, Mailman Matt, Tex in the Work Truck. So those guys still to play in the opening round of our Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions before we move on to the quarterfinals. And of course, it is presented all summer long by Events by Design. Events by Design, great partner of Wilde and Tausch, and they're a great part of our 10th anniversary celebration. They're part of events all around southeastern Wisconsin, including the Villa Terrace Gala coming up here in July. They've been part of the Buck Soiree, the Deer District Holiday Market that you've been to, Thanalysis Live, of course, one of our favorite events, and the ESPN Milwaukee Open. Just a couple of days ago, we saw our great friends at Events by Design. Planning a high-level event can feel overwhelming, but it certainly does not have to. For over 25 years, Events by Design has helped organizations create seamless, unforgettable events that leave a lasting impression. Their team has been a part of incredible experiences across Milwaukee and beyond. The Events by Design, what sets them apart is so simple. They bring fresh ideas, careful planning, and expert execution to every event that they are part of. So whether you're building culture with an appreciation party, hosting a brand activation, planning your next gala, or pulling off a major industry event, Events by Design can help minimize your stress. Start designing your next event today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party. Events by Design, bringing you the Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions. It's been fun doing this all summer long as part of our 10th anniversary celebration. Still a little more to go in the opening round over the next couple of weeks. Coming up next, Owen delivered the goods yesterday. He did. We'll see what he has left over in Wowen. That's coming up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
What life events have you experienced over the past couple of years? Well, maybe one is coming up. The sale of a company, death, divorce, a health crisis, or helping to pay for college or a wedding. Well, Annex Wealth Management has assisted clients with life events, but planning for them can make all the difference. Knowing what you own, why you own it, and how much you're paying for it is a big part of smart financial planning. Annex has an entire in-house team that works together so you can make informed decisions when life events come up. Click Get Started at AnnexWealth.com.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
Life moves fast. Your car should move with it. At Zimbrick Chevrolet, they've got a vehicle and payment options that fit every stage of your journey. Just graduated? Start smart in a Chevy Trax. Stylish, efficient, and budget-friendly. Growing your family? The Equinox gives you the space and versatility you need. And when life gets even bigger, the Traverse or Tahoe is ready for it all. Kids, carpools, and road trips. Visit them today in Sun Prairie or online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
When you've been seriously injured, you need a trusted team on your side. Gruber Law Offices is available 24/7 and will even come to you. Your first call is free. Your first visit is free. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The Rich Eisen Show. You know the one thing that I want to win more than anything else at the American Century?
Well, it's the karaoke contest.
On Thursday night. And last year, I sang New York, New York, and got, I think, robbed. And I told this to Ray Romano's face when he was here, because he sang Eminem with his sons came up, did some choreography behind him with a winning performance.
The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays from noon to 2 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This update sponsored by UW Credit Union. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Attention high school and college students, get your student special tickets to Monday through Friday games for only $12 courtesy of UW Credit Union. Upgrades are available for select games. To purchase tickets, visit www.brewers.com/students. Join UW Credit Union at uwcu.org. Insured by NCUA.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Wilde and Tausch, Jesse and Tausch. Thanks again to Brian in Williams Bay and Jim on the South Side, competing in this week's Wilde and Tausch Trivia Tournament of Champions, presented by Events by Design. I would like to weigh in on the leftover fridge conversation that occurred in this segment yesterday, but we'll see what else Owen has for us first when we get into this round of Woen.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa, Nelly!
On Wilde and Tausch.
Do you guys pay attention to the ESPYs at all?
Well, we support what the Disney organization does. We love Mickey Mouse and everything that goes on. We love ESPN, and it's one of the big award shows of the year. I watch the monologue, and then if there's anything notable that comes from it the rest of the way.
Who did the monologue? Shane Gillis?
No, Marcelo.
He did the hosting.
Yeah,
Shane Gillis did.
No. Shane Gillis was last year. Marcelo, is it Hernandez?
I believe so.
I think they should do
From
a
SNL?
roast. I think they should roast instead of doing it. I think they should do a sports roast, and they should pick an athlete and have, what's the roast master's name?
Kevin Hart?
No. The dude that runs all the hosting. He
Yeah,
does
I
all
know
the
what you're
roasting.
talking about. I
He's-
can't remember
Oh,
his name.
yeah. What's that
Whatever
guy's
that
name?
dude's name
Yeah.
is, let him run this and do a roast of the athletes and have, I don't know, somebody that's retiring, have them be the roaster and have that be a part of the
Who would you have
ESPYs.
roasted last night at the ESPYs, or instead of the
Doc
ESPYs?
Rivers.
Good choice.
Okay.
Who I'd like to see roasted. You asked and answered, Your Honor.
Asked and answered, yeah. Why do you ask, Owen?
So, one of the awards is Best Play. And the winner of that ESPY was OG Anunoby with his tip back in.
The hand from God.
That was a good play.
That's pretty good play.
Good
yeah.
play.
Yeah.
But how does the USA men's hockey team golden goal in overtime to win the first gold medal since 1980 not get Best Play?
Market.
The ESPYs were in New York last night.
They moved them to New York,
They did
too?
do them in New York.
Oh, gosh. Yeah,
So,
I think that answers your question.
the Knicks won Best Team.
Mm-hmm.
It happened less than a
Jalen
month
Brunson
ago or
had
about a
some
month
award
ago.
too. I can't remember which specifically.
Yeah, this was catered to the New York.
So the hockey squad didn't get in. Did they win anything?
Not to my knowledge.
I didn't see the full recap
Tough
of the
deal.
rundown.
Well, they won a gold medal. I guess
Yeah,
that's your
what else
prize.
do you need to win? Jack Hughes lost a tooth.
So if Oklahoma City had done the same exact run that the New York Knicks got, you think they win it?
U.S. men's hockey wins the best play,
totally agree.
if that's the case, yeah. I think this thing was kind of New York.
So it's biased.
They had a dude from SNL hosting it. They had the Knicks all there. They won a bunch of awards. It seemed like there was some New York flair to the ESPN.
It's a New York biased mind.
And that's what I have to say about that. I thought the monologue was pretty good. I was not familiar with the work of Marcelo Hernandez, who hosted it from SNL.
Was he funny?
He was funny. It was
He
good.
is pretty funny when it comes to SNL.
It's nice when there's funny people doing stuff.
Yeah, it was good.
All right.
Whoa, Nelly!
So I'm also not a big soccer fan to begin with. I'm probably in the camp with you, Tausch.
I like that.
But when I saw Argentina come from behind to beat
Don't
England,
cry for me, Argentina. Go ahead.
when Argentina made another,
Is that a Madonna song? Did Madonna sing that?
That's before my time, Tausch.
That's before your time? All right, continue.
Song by Madonna.
2002, baby.
Madonna.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Soccer update brought to you by Discount Liquor. Stop by either Waukesha or Milwaukee locations for all your tailgating needs.
It just seems that Argentina made so many thrilling comebacks in this tournament, whether it was they were down 2 goals, rally 3 near the end of the game, or the 2 yesterday against England. For me, not knowing much about soccer, how improbable is it for them to make this many comebacks at this high of a tournament level?
They're the Chicago Bears of the World Cup.
So they're going to get knocked out in the quarterfinals?
They're going to get, Spain's going to take care of business. That's my official prediction. Messi, you're done.
Well, that's the championship, though.
Yeah.
So they're not the Bears. Bears didn't make the championship.
Well, they're the New England Patriots.
Okay, that could be it.
No, because Messi's better than Drake May.
What would it take for Argentina to be the ESPY's Team of the Year?
I don't know. Have a bunch of New York guys on the team.
Sure sounds like it.
What would it take for Argentina? If they won every game in like extra time walk-off winners, which they've done a couple of times.
They just did it. If they beat España 2-1 and they do the same exact thing they just did against England, they should probably get the ESPY next year.
But they won the World Cup 4 years ago, which I don't know if people remember that or what, but like I think it's kind of like, oh man, they're supposed to be one of the best teams. They've got the best player in the world, and they're struggling to put away some teams, including England. And England's like known for choking in the World Cup. So I don't think there's anything Argentina could do to be named.
So Argentina cannot win the ESPY next year.
I would guess not.
Okay.
I would guess that an American sports team will capture the hearts of the voters.
How much of it also
more than
is,
Argentina.
do you think, how many people they can get there to the awards show?
I mean,
does that play into it?
It's not insignificant. They schedule it at this specific time so that they can do it with baseball players.
This is definitely the time of the year to do
it.
I don't think Argentina could do anything to win Team of the Year. I don't think they have any chance.
Was there a team, to Owen's question, was there a team you were on, I can't recall, that had like a bunch of late wins, like fourth quarter comebacks, and you were like, man, how do we keep doing this? This is awesome. Was that in any level of your playing career?
I don't think we won the ESPY. Well, maybe in 2011.
I'm not asking about the ESPYs. The ESPYs.
The thing started with ESPYs.
No, now we've totally switched gears and we're talking
you don't
Discount
do that
Liquor soccer update.
Listen,
Argentina beat England.
You're on the other side of this. That's not how Wowen works. Wowen is you have to say Wowen in order to switch topics. That's how Wowen works.
That doesn't mean when he switches topics, you blend the topics all together.
Wowen.
What kind of leftovers does Messi have in his fridge?
I bet Messi doesn't eat leftovers.
Probably not.
Probably leaves a mess, too.
Good one.
Well, yeah, good one. Can I weigh in on the leftover conversation?
Yes, I wanted to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
Well, just wait. We got to hit the Wowen button and move on. Like,
Whoa,
do you guys not?
Nelly!
Do you not understand how your own show, like your own game works?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah. Thank you. So yesterday you shared a story that you live at home currently with, and you have brother's girlfriend, mom and dad, right? That's the group.
Would
that's
your mom and dad
here.
be happy if you said, I got to spend a couple months at the crib?
Well, I will say this. After I graduated college, I fortunately had an opportunity to work part-time at ESPN Milwaukee as a producer, nights and weekends. So I moved back home for 6 months.
Were they happy?
And my mom and, they were happy for a bit. They helped with mowing the lawn and emptying the dishwasher, all the stuff around the house. You
Stuff
have to pitch
that
in.
my 11 and 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, after they said, give it 6 months to a year, and then if you get to the point where you're still struggling to find a full-time role and move somewhere, then we'll talk about what this looks like. But when you're just getting situated after college the way that Owen has been, totally fine to be in the spot that he's in.
I totally agree.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
That also means leftovers in the fridge are for everyone.
Yes.
They're for everyone. So you can't be upset. You can't even put your name on it. You just have to take the L on this one and say, okay, I'll let you know next time I got a sandwich in there that I want to make sure I'm eating for lunch in the next day. I thought it was a little aggressive that the food was just thrown away without any discussion, no group text or no, even a yell from the kitchen, hey, anybody got this sandwich? Nothing. That's a little aggressive. I would have expected that there would have been some communication, but I'm going to side with Mom on this one and say it's fair game. If the leftovers are in her fridge, that's their house that you've moved back into. Fair game if they want to toss the fridge out and clear some space up.
But fair game to simply take and enjoy, or fair game to just completely throw it away, no one gets it?
It's the fridge is the house, the homeowner's property. So anything in said fridge, the homeowners can do with it what they please. If there's a half gallon of milk that they would rather choose to spill out into the sink instead of ask if anybody wants it, fair game.
What if there's spoiled milk and Owen sees it? Is it fair game for him to throw the spoiled milk out, or does Mom have to do it?
Hey, Ma, is it okay if I dump this milk out?
He has to ask Mom if there's rotten food, moldy, blanking food. He can't do anything. He's got to ask Mommy to see if he can throw it out.
There's got to at least be communication that you're going to do that.
I think
the milk was bad. I dumped it out. You're going to need to pick some up, or I can go get it.
Would be all right if he
You're patronizing him by saying Owen's mommy.
It's his mom.
Yes. Say mother.
I'm going to speak how I want to.
Owen home.
Can speak
you did
how
this yesterday too. I was listening.
I think it's
mommy
fun.
and daddy. That's cute.
You should be so
patronizing.
fortunate that your parents are there and are supporting you. I think it's awesome, by the way. Mommy and Daddy.
They're letting him live at home and help him get established into his post-college life. Understood.
Now there's other conversations I'd also am fascinated to have about, is your brother older or younger than you?
2 years younger.
And his girlfriend is living with them too?
No.
But over a bunch?
Yeah.
That's interesting to me.
That is interesting.
What happens there? Is it, whatever. Is it fair? Are there rules in place? I mean, she's obviously comfortable enough to be dumping food.
The only rule that we've kind of established is that...
Are they all right with us talking about this? Because this is
we should check that, yeah.
No, it's fine.
No, this is part of the deal with your Wowen.
The only rule we've sort of established is that if it's on the kitchen counter, fair game for anybody.
If what's on the kitchen counter?
Anything. Chips, drinks, whatever it may be.
So if you put a closed bag of chips in the pantry... Girlfriend can't come over and
But if it's on the counter, she can rip open the Lay's and just go to town on the sour cream and onion.
Yep, I don't see an issue with that.
I didn't know Lay's sold ice cream.
But a pantry, you can't.
Like I said, hasn't really been fully established.
Yeah,
I don't think there would be.
How long have they been together? Brother and girlfriend?
About 4 years since high school.
Oh, and you haven't even established the food rules yet?
Oh, boy. Uh-oh.
Wowen!
Whoa, Nelly!
And what does the girlfriend think of Argentina's win over
She thinks that they can win an ESPY with it.
Not a sports fan.
She's not, so she will not listen to the show.
No.
Well, let's convert her. How do we convert her? By talking about chips. That's right.
Okay,
and
now wait a minute. There's Jen in the YouTube comments is saying "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" is not by Madonna.
You said it was.
I googled it, and the first thing that comes up it said "Don't." It fills it in for me. Song by Madonna.
So you've been wrong about leeches.
If I'm googling it and it tells me that as a fact check, and it's still wrong, what am I supposed to do?
Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off I-90 in Rockford, Illinois. It offers the most generous and most frequent promotions of any casino. Great sports book, great food options, and, of course, great table games, unbelievable slots. They got it all, everything that you're looking for, and it's less than 60 minutes away from the greater Madison area. A premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois. It's the Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
We'll wrap it up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
What needs to change under Wisconsin's new AD?
Talk is cheap. You got to actually do it. And the way you do it is you got to build a program where people want to be a part of it.
Find Sean Eichhorst's full interview with Wilde and Tausch, available on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
ESPN Madison's Mark Tausch here for Outdoor Living Unlimited. Well, my wife and I chose Outdoor Living Unlimited to build our outdoor project. When we met with Aaron and Eric Brown, owners and brothers of Outdoor Living Unlimited, we felt like they were the right guys to work with. We share the same hardworking values, and their showroom is a must-see at 2018 South Stoughton Road in Madison. If you're looking for a new deck, outdoor kitchen, screen room, and more, Outdoor Living Unlimited is a must. Start with OutdoorLivingUnlimited.com and end with an amazing outdoor space.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. Badgers guard Zach Kinzinger spoke after a summer practice Tuesday afternoon, and it sounds like new AD Sean Eichhorst is already a familiar face around Wisconsin basketball.
He came and introduced himself. Saw him around a couple other times already. Talked to him personally, so I think that's huge for the players, just to kind of have that relationship with them. It's only, I don't know if you start, maybe it's day one or something on the job, but just to kind of see his face and meet him and have a really good talk with him at practice, it's a good start for sure.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't play games, just straightforward pricing, premium quality, and trusted Pella certified installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best high school sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Shopping for new windows and doors shouldn't feel like a negotiation. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin doesn't believe in games. They never inflate pricing, and there's no high-pressure sales pitch. Just premium windows and doors built for long-term comfort, beauty, and peace of mind. Buy direct through Pella, and one trusted team handles everything with Pella certified installers every step of the way. Real pricing, premium quality, no games. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level this offseason? GRB Rays Youth Fall Baseball is built for player development, giving athletes the reps they need to improve. With 2 practices each week and games on Sundays, players stay sharp and keep growing all fall long. And more importantly, the opportunity to elevate their skills when it matters most. Don't just maintain, get better. Register for this fall now at rays.grbacademy.com. That's rays.grbacademy.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Talk Badger sports year-round with the Jump Around podcast.
Welcome in Matt LePay.
I will forever believe that Luke Fickell is a really good football coach. It has not worked the way anybody would want it to this point, but the record shows that he's really good at what he does, and I think he and everybody over there saying, okay, I like this, we need to change this, and this, and I think they've taken steps to do that.
The Jump Around, brought to you by Steinhoffels, streaming live every Thursday on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel and available wherever you get your podcasts.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Are people sleeping on Jordan Love?
Jordan Love needs to take that personal. He needs to understand that he has not done enough in order to turn up on other teams to get the respect that I believe he deserves.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wilde and Tausch, Jesse and Tausch. Surprised, well, if we could play royalty music, perhaps Owen would have bumped back with Julie Covington's 1976 hit Don't Cry for Me, Argentina.
That's 50-some years old, that song.
Celebrating its 50th anniversary.
Well, Madonna had something to do with Argentina, too.
Madonna played the character in the musical Evita 2 years later who sang the song, and that's why she is
All right, there you go.
most known
I knew
for
there was
singing
something
it.
there.
Let's get to our clip of the day, which if you were watching in the 9 o'clock hour, you know what this is going to be, and if not, hopefully you're not eating lunch while you're watching the show.
Hi, Aaron. Coming to you live from a beautiful day here in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. I just wanted to say that your picture was received, and I am prepared to now handle my end of the bargain. So I made my trip mile down the road to Fleet Farm and got some big red worms here. And now we're going to take this guy. You can see him. It's alive and kicking. And we'll see how it goes. Show me in the mouth. All gone.
Ugh, he's definitely chewing.
Congrats on another
chewed
great-
it. He chewed it. And then he goes on to say, that's Jack, by the way, the son of the golf coach, John.
Thank you
in
to
Beaver Dam.
Jack and John and the whole team at Old Hickory for, A, having us out to golf, but B, also to provide a full hour of content today, which
pretty
is great.
spectacular. Eating a worm to get an autographed football from Aaron Rodgers by reaching out to Luke Getsy to propose the notion in the first place.
Got to give him
A
credit for
brilliant
being
move.
smart, indeed.
Homer is in as our cousin sub of the day tomorrow. Owen gets a day off. I'm going to produce the show
Hopefully
for you
it's-
and Homer.
Well, it'll be nice.
I'm going to get off the rails tomorrow. This is going to be a ton of fun. Thanks to Owen for filling in not only today, but the last couple of days while I've been out and about with you guys and doing this show and here and everything else. Thanks to you, Tausch, for having me. Thanks to
You're
Jason
welcome.
for taking a couple of days off.
You're welcome.
And we will see you all tomorrow. As Jason always says, have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcasts are available free on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. I've been telling you for a while now how much I've loved Pizza Hut going back